Uh, hey folks, how's it going? So yeah, fortunately had to get on a plane today. I don't want to be, but something came up, but I figured I'd. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. Uh, yeah, so extenuating circumstances, but I figured I'd still kind of stream my sort of perspective here. I mean, a lot of us have certainly been avoiding flying in these COVID times. Well, here's a way you could sort of experience it. Um, they are thankfully keeping the middle seats free for some space. It's better than nothing. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Yeah, I'm not on camera for obvious reasons. Don't have my whole setup here. May as well see what's we're taxiing up to the runway here, so and I'm connected to flight Wi-Fi, so everything should be fine. Hey Jane, yeah, I mean I don't be jealous. I don't want to be traveling honestly, but
Passengers.
oh
At this time, the forward entry door is closed. All large electronic devices should now be shut off and stowed, and all small portable electronic devices must be set to airplane mode. Make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright and locked position, and that your seat belt is correctly fastened. Should you have any difficulty with this, please ring your call button and a flight attendant will guide you through the process.
okay.
If you
Uh,
have not yet done so, please stow your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin, taking care not to force any item into a space that is too small for it. Then please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
should
If
be
you are
fine.
seated in an emergency exit row, carefully read the safety information card located in your seat back pocket. If you do not wish, are unable, or unwilling to perform the functions described in the event of an emergency, a flight attendant will reseat you. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is prohibited on the entire aircraft, including the lavatories. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the lavatory smoke detectors is prohibited by law. Please note that e-cigarettes are not a loophole to this regulation. Should you have any other questions about today's flight, please feel free to ask the flight attendant.
No, I just can't hear it as well now. Thought I could plug my headphones in and hear what was going on. Hold on. I gotta put this back away for takeoff. Alright. Yeah, I mean, it would have been just too much to have me an extra
Please
cam
direct your
set up.
attention to the seatback monitors ahead of you for a video
Jesus, why? There's so many
demonstrating the features of this
announcements on
aircraft.
Pan
We
Atlantica. I've never
recognize
taken
some
Pan
may be
Atlantica
frequent
before. This
travelers,
is
but this
my first
information is
time.
important, and we ask for your undivided attention at this time.
Alright. Where am I off to? Turn the game audio up a tad. I mean, it's not a game. I get why it seems that way, but let's see if I can adjust audio and whatnot. So uh just so you can get better audio off of my phone mic.
Welcome aboard. We'd like to thank you for flying Pan Atlantica.
It's hopefully a bit better. It's quiet on for me too. My headphones don't seem to be working.
International Airlines. But you chose us, and that means a lot. Thank you so much.
Now, before we
Where
take
am I
off,
off to? You
please
said.
pay attention to the following
I
statement.
am heading to
If you haven't done so
heading to
already,
Milwaukee,
please fasten
where
your
my
seatbelt.
new
In order to
job
accomplish
is
this,
headquartered.
follow the following steps. First,
Unfortunately, this
grab
is
the flat metal
a
end
mandatory
of the seat
thing.
with
I'm
your
not
left hand.
I'm not
You
super
can
happy
easily
about it,
identify
but
this part of the seatbelt by the
I
square
don't know.
hole on one end. Next, with your left hand, pick up the buckle, and then slowly and steadily move the metal end.
Yeah, I'm already
to the
good there.
buckle,
I'm just
keeping both ends perfectly aligned. Carefully
let's take a look at the
insert the metal end
magazine.
into the
Well,
buckle
it's
until you hear
usually what I
a
end up doing while
Tighten the strap
Well, they're on the PA anyway, because they won't let you watch any of the entertainment. So what do we got in Stratosphere? 72 hours in Beirut. What to know, do, and eat. That sounds like a fun trip. A trip to Mars, what would that entail? Well, I don't think Pan Atlantica. I think you need something a bit more... You know, trying to keep quiet-ish, you know? There's other people on the plane, and I'd be annoyed if someone was just talking the whole time, but, I did speak to this, I did tell this woman that I was going to be doing that, more so it's just she wasn't confused. Her name's, Jessica. She's perfectly nice. She said it was fine, and she'd let me know if I was being too annoying. Travel companions, the apps that are changing the way we travel. See, that could be good. Alright, leave the worrying to us. The Explorer Plant, unlimited global, you know, you gotta read the asterisk. Neighbor seems super into the safety measures. Yep, well, she's watching it on the middle TV now, which is strange. I mean, actually, you know what? I said it was strange. It's not strange. I do that kind of shit on a plane. Let's see. What's our asterisk? Oh. You know, I assume this is it here. Someone didn't actually put in the copy here. Man, someone's getting fired on that. It's just Lorem Ipsum. Alright, well. Message from our CEO. I mean, it's a long flight. Maybe I'll read that later. I'm not into that at the moment. Infinite Horizon by Rene. I don't like it when you smile when you eat dressed, smiling less. I mean, that would be certainly a change.
Should the airplane cabin lose pressure, do not panic. Oxygen mask will drop automatically.
Okay.
When they do,
Featured in Stratosphere. We got the 72 hours in Beirut. Oh, we got Crossword, Sudoku, and Kakuru. I don't know what Kakuru is. Maybe I'll check that out. But, you know, Crossword, Sudoku, there's definitely things to do. There are 9 games. Whoops. Hold on. Entertainment system and route map. There's that trip to Mars. Okay. Chronologic. Always prepared. Yeah, I mean, my phone's got a clock. Yeah, you know what? I've never been on a crashing plane, but I'm not sure that I'm not sure that watching this safety video is ever gonna quite prepare me for that. Yes, you're allowed to take in. Well, yeah, fine. Maybe I'll take this one with me then. Waited 30 minutes for a plane to pass overhead before snapping this pic. Too bad it ended up out of the frame. Stratosphere facepalm. Okay, well, alright then. Bridging the pond non-stop to London twice daily. That'd be a fun trip. I've been to London. I'd go back. Oh, okay. Crossword here for later. So we got Sudoku and then Kakuru. Okay, I don't know what Kakuru is. And there's no instructions here, unless they're in the back. And here's the 72 hours in Beirut. Van Boegel, 1924. She's looking good for being from 1924. Okay. Day 2 in Beirut.
Flight time today is
Beirut.
estimated at 5 hours 30 minutes. We'll be flying at a cruising altitude of around 35,000 feet and a ground speed of around 600 miles per hour. I'll be back in touch if we've got any other updates for you en route. For now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Okay, I think he said 6.5 hours. I mean, you might say it shouldn't take that long to get to Milwaukee from where I am, and you would be right. So back to the magazine. Switch my company to Ensol Network Solutions for more flexibility.
Currently, we're 4
Alright.
for departure. Should have you off the ground in about 5 minutes.
Alright. Do you have a puke bag? Well, you know, that's a good thing to check for. Yes, I do. Well, They call it a waste bag discreetly, but yeah, that's what that is. Day 3, okay. Hella ho, said a previous reader of this magazine. Though I wonder if that's... I mean, I don't think it's in English. Yeah. Is there an in-flight movie? I think there is, actually. Let's check out... Let's check out our in-flight entertainment options. Oh, okay. Atlantic Flight, Flight to Nowhere, The Wabbit Who Came to Supper. Huh, interesting. So we got those movies. We got some games, Cabin Casino, Blackjack, Solitaire, and On-the-Fly Trivia coming soon. Oh, alright. Oh, that's too bad. The person in front of you is watching cartoons. Yeah, I assume they're watching The Wabbit Who Came to Supper. Hold on. Let me get my headphones out and see if I can get them working, because they weren't working before. Oh, there we go. Alright. I haven't watched Merry Melodies in quite some time. Classic Bugs Bunny starting out in a predicament. Your hunting dog's chasing him.
I'm trapped. I gotta get out of this. I gotta think fast. Trapped. Oh boy, they dropped the weapon.
And there's Elmer Fudd, constant antagonist of Bugs Bunny. Oh, and the dogs. All identical. Actually, no, there are some different markings on the head of some of them. One of them at the moment. 2 now.
Look, fellas, I'm Rin Tin Tin. Now I got you. You're a dead wabbit.
Telegram for Elmer Fudd.
What's up, Doc?
Dear nephew, I'm waiving you $3 million in my will.
Is that 1069 Cheever Avenue? Didn't look like a 9, it looked like a paragraph symbol.
Yes, but you don't get 1 cent if you harm any animals, especially wabbits.
That says hurt, not harm.
You're free now with the wabbit. Go and whomp and frolic in the forest.
Hey, there's a red dog now.
Oh,
Where'd he
boy,
come
I'm a
from?
witch.
It looks like they miscolored him, because he's got, like...
Fellas, break it up.
He's got 1 black ear. Yeah. He definitely wasn't there before.
$3 million.
Angel in the skies.
Of course, we have Mel Blanc as the voice of Bugs Bunny.
Angel in the sky.
Come on out or I'll blow your head off.
Are we getting moving at any point here?
I'm just an angel.
Typical air travel. That's too bright. Need some air. Can I point it more towards me? No, I can only adjust the flow. That's fine. Huh. Man, someone's been in the bathroom for a long time.
Go on back to the forest where you belong. Be nice with the wabbit.
Well, I guess they always have that X on when you're not allowed to get up to go to the bathroom.
Go! I'm gonna call Uncle Louie. That's what I'm gonna do.
Uncle Louie?
Operator.
I sort of have an Uncle Louie. He's not really my uncle.
Hello, operator. Give me walnut treat. Oh, that's you, Mert? How's every little thing?
Please, Mr. Wabbit, don't call Uncle Wooey. I won't hurt you again. I promise.
Well, okay. But watch your step after this, fat boy. Hey, what do you got to eat around this joint?
Eat. Eat. Fix this guy. Wait till twig me, huh? Step right this way. That'll fix him.
Why, that dirty double-crosser. Let me in. Open up!
Sorry I'm not talking much. I got into the cartoons. I'm enjoying the in-flight entertainment so far.
I'll die! No! I'm too young to die! Please! Please let me in!
Oh, hey, we're moving again.
This scene ought to get me the Academy Award. Say goodbye to Uncle Louie for me. Oh.
Uncle Wooey? What have I done? $3 million all shot to pieces. Don't die with the rabbit. Please don't die. Walk a pipe, baby, on a treetop.
That's not how you heal someone who's potentially sick, you think.
Come on, that stuff. Swing it.
Walk a pipe, baby, on a treetop. When the wind blows, the crater will rock. When the bow breaks, the crater will fall. Down will come, baby.
Special delivery.
Your Uncle Wooey has kicked the bucket. You now inherit.
God, I really hope that this flight didn't choose any of the many, many Looney Tunes cartoons that just contain outright racism.
$1.98. Please, we met.
You don't get the dough, eh, Butterball?
No, but I'm gonna get you.
Yipe!
Can I pause what's going on? I can. It's like, this person looks like they're still watching. It just restarted from the beginning and they're still watching it. I mean, this won't be very long. Wait. Oh no. I think I've experienced an issue with the in-flight entertainment. The audio started over. Okay, I think I fixed it. Hopefully that thing will just
It's dark.
go away. Oh, there we go. I mean, but that rabbit put on clothes. It's far less naked than he was before.
Good riddance to bad rubbish.
Good riddance to bad rubbish.
Easter
Call a flight attendant. I considered it. Do I not have a call button?
What's up, Doc?
It might be through the in-flight entertainment screen. Usually you got one up here, though. Oh, well, that's the end of it. Okay. Alright, let's go... Is it just... I assume it's about to just start over. And we can come back to it later anyway, if we feel like it. Alright, Okay, well, here's the...
Cabin crew prepare for takeoff.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, hey, that cartoon got us to take off. Here's the Classic Flight Progress channel, where, I mean, something's wrong here. I didn't leave from New York, but it'll hopefully reset itself in flight once it realizes we're not there. That's fine. Imperial, eh? Haha, look at that. Now it's an American. Altitude 6 feet, I guess so. Wonder if that Bugs Bunny video is public domain or if Pan Atlantica licensed it for their flights. It's a good question. I feel like a lot of that stuff has got to be public domain at this point, but I don't know. Disney screwed up the whole public domain thing. Like, it used to be 50 years, or was it 75? I can't remember exactly. Yep, we're doing it. Like, it was a smooth takeoff. We're already up in the air a bit. Man, I missed it. That was so smooth. Good, Newark sucks. Yeah, I agree. It's just a pile of garbage. Those aren't lights. Those are on fire garbage. Anyway, that's enough of Newark. So, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, Disney screwed up the whole intellectual property thing, because it used to be a lot shorter, and then, I don't know, they worked out a whole thing where as long as they keep remaking stuff, their intellectual property is just infinite. Anyway, that's uninteresting. Let's go back to the menu. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, okay, when on-demand service unavailable, but can I see options for meal selection? No, not yet. Well, I mean, it's a 6-hour flight. Hopefully, eventually, I'll have that option. In-flight messaging system? What? I've never seen this before. Send messages to other passengers? I'm not sure if I'd like that, if I'm being honest. I also don't know how to type anything. The thing's not coming up. Nope, I can't make any letters on this here remote. Alright. So we also have Flight to Nowhere from 1946, Atlantic Flight from 1937. Man, we got some oldish stuff. I mean, it could be interesting. Alright, we're up over water now. Let's see. Okay, so you know what? Something tells me I must have gotten on the wrong plane, eh? I mean, it still says New York, but then we got time at destination is 5 hours ahead of us, which means we're going to London or potentially Portugal. Yeah, I'm going the wrong. I mean, I've often mocked the movie Home Alone 2, where he gets on a plane to New York when he's meant to get on a different plane, but yeah, I guess I did it. Hey, Kazuka. Yeah, unfortunately no game today. I had to get on a flight unexpectedly, but I decided to stream from the flight, you know. I'm honestly a bit stressed about being on the flight. It's COVID times. I couldn't avoid this, unfortunately. You know, it's nice to experience it with you folks without you having to make the dangerous call of getting on a flight. But yeah, I just figured I'd stream from I don't know how long I will, because it's, you know, it might be dumb. You know, maybe I won't for the full 6 hours. Alright. I mean, what if folks feel like enjoying with me? Should I just put on one of these old movies? This'll kill an hour. Directed by William Nye, the science guy. Omicron ain't too bad. I'm finally. Yeah, no, I heard you tested positive. Sorry to hear that, but glad you're recovering. And yeah, I've heard that about Omicron. It's not quite as severe as the Delta variant was. It's just a heck of a lot more transmissible. So a lot of people are getting Omicron. But I mean, it's one silver lining is that it's not as severe as previous strains. One of the in-flight games seems most like our usual. Yeah, no, that's actually a fair amount. So this is my Let's Play of Cabin Casino Blackjack. Use screen or remote buttons to play. I'll just use the screen, I think. Alright. Score 20, high score 21. Alright, well, I'm already almost there. Let's... Okay, so this score is actually my chips. Let's put in 5 for now. Let's get a feel for it. The dealer is showing an ace. I don't love that. But I'm on 14. I got a hit on that. And I busted. Oof, man. The sounds are super extra on this. Alright, let's try again. Dealer showing a 9. I got a hit on this. Oof. Oof. Okay. Alright, I'm just going... Yeah, I'm just gonna go all in. I guess I have to keep 1. Dealer showing a 10. At least this time, if I get dealt a face card, I'll have 21 and not just go straight to busting. Oh, 15. Oh, no. That's the worst place to be. I'm gonna hit, but it's not gonna go well. That's about the worst thing I could have had on that hit. They say you're supposed to stay on 16. I mean, I gotta hope the dealer is showing like a 5 or a 4, you know, and then has to just keep playing and busts out. Let's see. Nope. Dealer, wait. 19, 10, 8. This game's fucking rigged. Jesus, okay. Well, I don't know, that's all I got, is 1. Maybe it won't let me go to 0, maybe it'll always keep me with 1. And of course the dealer's showing a jack. I got 17. I'm not gonna hit on 17, but... And the dealer had 20. Alright, it's just gonna not take my final chip away from me. Okay, 18. I'm hoping, let's stay on that. 14. I won. Alright. I mean, shouldn't... Dealer should have hit again. Isn't the dealer supposed to keep hitting until they bust or are ahead of the player? But hey, whatever. Let's throw in 2 coins. Let's be crazy. 16, that's terrible. Dealer's showing a 2. No matter what's over here, they're gonna hit. I just have to, like, I mean, even if this is an ace as an 11, 13, they're not gonna be in bad shape. And then even if they bust, they'll just use their ace as a 1. I feel like I have to hit. I have to risk it. Oh, 21. Oh, now you're gonna make me say stay on that, eh? I won. I sure did. Alright. Let's keep max betting. Hit always. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit on 14. Let's hit on 16. Ooh, okay, 19's pretty good. Ow, F off. Alright. 19. Dealer busts. Excellent. Hey, is there any way I could not have this therapist's office music playing? Ooh, 20. Oh, the dealer got 21. Alright, alright. Screw this game. How do I get back to the menu? Menu. Exit. There we go. I don't love this music, but it's... Alright, let's do a bit of solitaire. We got some kings here. Can I do like a double click? Do I have to fully I have to click and click. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright. Okay, we can have this jack, then we can bring this 10 down. It's not a bad turn. And I really wish I could do some sort of, like, double tap on that. But it's an airplane. Gotta keep your expectations low. Which one should I do? This one is more car. Oh, sorry, that's not a 2. Duh. Never mind. Okay. Alright, 4. You go up there. You can do that too. It's not necessary though. Not yet, at least. Alright. Put this on 10. This is going one card at a time, which are the super easy solitaire rules. Oh, I missed this. Come on, select the 5. There we go. Okay, so now when I come back around to that red king, which is somewhere. Hold on. I'm still playing this as if it's going, you know, like 3 cards at a time, because then it's worth exposing them. But if it's going to go 1 card at a time, I don't need to do that shuffling, at least not just yet. Let me just come back around to the red king. There we go. Now I can take this queen off. And we got a red 9. That's uninteresting. Here we go. And it's such a small tappable area. I feel like they didn't have to condense it so much. I get when the, you know, stack gets this long, but, you know, wish it were easier to see before that point. Okay. Might be in a bit of trouble. So let's start bringing some stuff up, see what we can do, if we can get something else open. Because we can get this 6 away now. Bring this 8 over here. We're not looking too bad. This should be doable. Nope. There we go. Okay. 7 can actually go right up there, but I'll do that in a bit. Okay. So let's see. Let's see what I can make happen here. Man, this person over here is still watching the same Bugs Bunny episode. I feel like they're not listening. They might have gone to sleep already. Seeing as we're up in the clouds. Okay. What do I need to do here? I have all kings. I need to get this 8 out of there. Only reason I'm gonna be able to, or only way I'm gonna be able to do that, I think, is getting the 6 and 7 of hearts up there. And that's just gonna be a bit rough. It's very possible I might kind of just be screwed here. Such weird music, kind of like it. I've started to tune it out, but I would not want to hear this for very long. Like, I'm gonna have to switch this to an in-flight movie or something at some point. Come on. Alright, so what's a way I can get this... Actually, can I even see if that's the 6 of hearts behind there and not the 6 of diamonds? The answer to that question is no, I can't see that. And that's annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. It's possible that was winnable, but I don't have the patience at the moment. Can make a space for that king. Ooh, hold on. No, doesn't look like there's any undo. I could have also brought that off to open that up. I think I'll probably still have the opportunity. I like to alternate. Okay. Okay. You have to be really precise about where you tap. Do 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 do.
Lick 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 lick.
Hey, look, Jojo.
Oddly
Flamingos in flight.
Fits with the beat of the music. I like it. Flamingos in flight. Oh. I wish. Yeah, well, that 3 can go there. Can you get up and go to the bathroom? I mean, I always feel bad on a plane when, oh, no, not right this second, don't worry. I always feel bad when I'm on a plane making someone move, even though that's just the nature of it, everyone knows. You know what, it wouldn't be a bad idea to take a bathroom break. Let's finish this game first. Before she's smiling too creepily before she falls asleep. Okay, you have a point, but I find clocks stressful, and I don't want to waste all that time when I could potentially have a winning game here. But don't worry, I will. I'll get up, go to the bathroom. I'm not going to film myself relieving myself, of course. That'll violate Twitch terms of service. But,
G'day everybody, this is your captain speaking. We've hit our cruising altitude of 32,000 feet. So welcome to the flight.
No, the time's still counting, and I can't interact.
Destination. I'll be back in touch if we've got any other updates for you en route.
Okay. I'm back. Hey, and it didn't restart the music.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, indicating we've reached our cruising altitude. You are now free to move about the cabin, but we ask that while in your seat, you keep your seatbelt fastened. At this time, the use of
I don't think she has hers on at all.
electronic devices is permitted.
Use of electronic devices is permitted. Let me check my phone right quick. Alright. Oh wait, that's whoop. These are my sleeping pills. Might get to those later. Whoa. Can you go back, please? Okay. Against the Grain. I forgot I had this book in my bag. I'd like to put it back, please. What was I actually going for here? Phone? Where'd I put my phone? It's not in my bag. Oh yeah, it's in my pocket, isn't it? Okay. Oops. I didn't turn on airplane mode. My bad. Oh, shoot. Okay. Whatever, no one noticed. Okay. Smiling monster, no seatbelt, probably not vaxxed. Do have a turtle book. Going to the plane's Wi-Fi. I thought I was on it, if you guys are still seeing me, but... It's doing something weird. I might need to restart my phone at some point, but I don't seem to be able to connect to anything. I mean, you guys are still seeing me, which is, I don't know, whatever kind of magic that is, that's fine. Text my wife, give her an update here, she's nice. You know, that's... You hear correct. Let's see here. Oh, we got, okay. We got some stuff here. Where's my... No headphones found. Are they back in my bag? I didn't mean to actually put them away. Open, please. No, I still have them on. I still have them on. Lil Walkie. I mean, let's see. Ah. Right, I forgot I downloaded this. Okay. I have like a zipper here. Oh, knife. I don't understand some of these interactions. Okay, I put it in my right hand, I guess is what has happened. Oh no, I didn't mean to quit the game. I wanna... Okay. Maybe there's a reason I haven't played this game yet. I can't even... Okay. It just walked off screen for so long. I don't know what those question marks do for me. I can apparently stab this guy from very far distances. Afro Snake by followers. I don't really want to get out my stuff to... It's a little annoying to ban on the phone. If any mods want to do a ban, that's fine, but it's just a bot. It's not a big deal. Let's see. We got some easy listening, eh? Alright, so no headphones detected. I have to connect my Bluetooth headphones. And to do that, I have to... Oh wait, can I turn on Wi-Fi now? No, but I can turn on Bluetooth. Headphones connected. Still not hearing anything. Okay. Clicking that button went and connected it for me. Oh, I do hear it. It's just quiet. Okay. Gets a bit louder. God, I hope none of this is copyright protected. This is going to be the most DMCA risky stream I've ever done. Alright. Native. No option for American English, but that's fine. I watch a lot of British YouTubers. What photos do I have? Oof. Let's see. Oh, of course. I do love cat photos. So that's what I have. Look at all these sweet kitties. Most of these aren't even mine. Okay, can I take, let's say, this torty here, set it as my phone background, save as wallpaper? Yes, please. There we go. Now we got the kitty wallpaper. Awesome. Okay. What podcasts are available? Secret Lives of Games by Eggplant. Imaginary Worlds, Ear of the Duck, ASMR Life, and Intelligame. Alright. Hey, how about we listen to some Ear of the Duck?
Hi, welcome back to Ear of the Duck. I'm your host, MC Mallard. It's June 23rd, and as always, I'm here to bring you the most exciting, strangest, newest, most mind-bending, grooviest electronic and experimental music.
Alright.
This week we have a special episode for you.
Pioneer
focused
points.
on generative, algorithmic, and aleatoric music. In our era of feeds and machine learning, and big data and recommendations,
Keflavik, that's where I'm going.
Music have become inseparable,
Going to Reykjavik.
But using rules to create music is hardly new.
We're going to Iceland.
Back in the 18th century, composers used dice to randomly generate music, and you can make an argument
Okay,
that even musical canons
that is
utilized
awesome
by
because
Johann
we
Sebastian
are
Bach
about
should be
at
viewed as a
prime
fundamental
Aurora
right of music.
Borealis time of the year
We won't be
in
listening to anything
Iceland.
quite that ancient
I've
today,
always
and
wanted
of
to go to
course,
Reykjavik in
modern composers have infinitely more
mid-January,
sophisticated tools
early
at their disposal.
February.
We'll start with several pieces by Chicago-based composer Lisa Webb, who, by the way, has a great new video series on the use of chants in her work on her YouTube. This is from her latest release on
Camera A.
tapes, which I believe was performed on a Eurorack and processed by her own custom Max MSP.
No, that's too creepy. I don't care what the circumstances are. I'm not doing that. Alright. Is that the end of the podcast? Oh, no. Wait. Nope, it's just starting with the music. Alright. Well, we can listen to this while we finish up our solitaire. Gee, yeah, I wish I was with all my setup and my stream deck so I could play the Cheese for Everyone audio. Man, this is experimental AF. I'm not into it. just stuck on this already? Alright, screw this game. I want to play that trivia game. Alright. Let's pull our in-flight mag back out. Oh, here's, okay. Atlantic Flight was designed as a vehicle for Dick Merrill, a real-life pilot then, popular due to his record-breaking flights. Flight to nowhere. A couple on board a plane find themselves mixed up in a plot to steal atomic secrets. That sounds good. I might put that one on at some point here. Flip for key. Oh! I didn't even notice that. Hold on now. Please hold. Wait. Hold on. It's starting Atlantic Flight. I didn't want that yet. Okay. Alright, so flip it over for keyboard. Oh, come on. Oh, here's my call button, by the way. And I can turn the light on and off from here. And information. Oh, come on. Can I flip you over in some way? Don't make me call a flight attendant. Hey, can you type on the back of the thing for me? I don't know how to flip it around. Yeah, no, I'm having this cable that's coming out of it. I'm having some weird trouble with it. You know, I'm trying to twist it and then it's getting all tangled up. You can kind of see it's getting kinked. And it's just not working out so well. Hold on, maybe this page had more instructions on that. It just says flip for keyboard. Info button, menu button. Yeah, I wish I could. Well, I took out my tray table. Man, it is hard to keep in character if you're not going to let me do something a human can do. Alright, well, you know what? I'm going to have to figure that out later, maybe. Okay. Let's go back to the magazine. Ooh, look at all the places they go. There's Reykjavik. Here's the flight we're doing. Nice. Alright. There's the trip tomorrow. You know what? Let's... Well, we have some experimental tunes on. Let's go back to the games. Don't want to miss it, so I'm going one page at a time. There we go. Just crossword. Okay. I need a pen. Got one right here. Okay, well. Pull that out first, then get the pen, I guess. Okay. Alright, what do we got here? Historic Central Asian nomad. I don't know. Man, this is going to be embarrassing. I'm not going to know anything. First country with nationwide online voting in general elections. Huh, I wonder who had that. I doubt we did in America. Everyone was too averse to that. First country with nationwide. Oh yeah, like online voting. No, we definitely don't have. Never mind. For some reason, I was thinking mail-in, which we just got to do. You know that one. Please do help. This is not a no backseating stream. I'm not playing a game. So if you know it, tell me. I can't remember. That's not knowing. A treeless biome. Sahara? The Sahara's not a biome. I mean, savanna. Treeless biome, 9 across. I think it's tundra, actually. Okay. It could be desert. Could be desert, could be tundra. I actually don't know. What's 3 down? News top level domain. I don't know new, but I gotta imagine if it's 2 letters that it's co. But then it's definitely not gonna be tundra. It's probably not co then. And desert wouldn't fit either. The world's most populated city in 1721 and remains so. 4 down. Oh man. I don't know, I would have guessed something like Hong Kong, but there's too many letters for that. World's, the oldest continuous democracy in Asia. I'm not smart enough for this crossword at all. I need to just get one somewhere. Okay. Lolo people? Are those like YOLO people, but different? Hydrophobe, millions of years in the making. Franz Joseph Strauss. A genuine in German. And a village in Scotland. The first internet message, 15 across. If it's 2 letters, I know what it is. It's low. L-O. Because it cut off after that. It was supposed to say... I forget what it was supposed to say. Japan longest democracy? Which one was that? Oldest continuous democracy, 5 down. It wouldn't fit with low, and I'm pretty confident on low that I'm correct. An American city that God forgot, 2 down. Don't think it's Japan. Okay, let's see. The world's shallowest ocean. Ooh, I feel like that's got to be something like the Southern Ocean. Indian fits. Atlantic does not. Pacific does not. I think Indian's the only one that's going to actually even fit. Arctic would. Arctic absolutely would. Cuban musical instrument that's very French, eh? A French horn? I mean, it could just be horn. At some point I have to commit to writing some stuff down, but at the moment I don't know enough. And I'm using pen, it's all I got, so... This company can claim to have made the oldest passenger plane still in service. Hindu theory and Apalawan Island in the Philippines. Hindu theory. City that has been continually inhabited for over 8,000 years despite past and present traumas. 27 is COD. I haven't even gotten there yet. Home of the COC poll. That's COD. 27 down. Okay. COD. At least this is pretty consistent with my usual handwriting. I feel like I'm blanking. Japan would be 1940. What other country could it be? Most were dictatorships or one party. Egypt. Mostly thinking post-World War II. Oldest continuous democracy in Asia, so I don't think it would be Egypt. There's 227 downs? Oh, there is. Oh, a cape and a fish. Effing duh. I didn't see that. Like, that's why it's cod. I was like, I didn't understand the one above it, but I believed you. A cape and a fish. Yeah, cod. Absolutely correct. But yeah, that's... Okay, so what is that first one actually supposed to do? What have they missed? There's a 26 down that isn't listed, so I'm going to assume that that's 26 down. Just by logical deduction. There's 227 butts. Alright, anyway. Ancient city that was once coastal but is now inland, eh? As in the sea level dropped. Endangered Vanuatuan language. Created the island of Orphalese or Orphalese. Ground floor of the U.S. Capitol building. I don't know what that's called. Ooh, I feel like I do know, but I can't think of it. Country with railway lines that can loop the planet twice. And it starts with a C. I think longest democracy would be way pre-World War II, like Greece or something. It's gotta be Asia. I mean, Greece is definitely an old one, but it's gotta be Asia for 5 down. First country with nationwide online voting in general elections. Treeless by Lolo people. 1 million years for 16 across. Is 1 million years only a 2-letter word? 1 million years, 16 across. Why do I not know the term for that? Huh. Yeah, that's not something I know. Not doing so well with this so far. 3 down might be NU. News top level domain could be. Sure could be. It would fit with 9 across being a tundra. I gotta start committing to some stuff, so let's... I'm pretty sure this one is tundra. Like, deserts are also treeless, but I think that's specifically what tundra means, because I think desert might actually be a form of tundra. I think desert is more specific. What's 1 million in Roman numerals? Ah, good call. Sorry, hold on, let me focus on writing this. If we say that's tundra, this is NU. I think you're right. Am I right with tundra? Okay. $1 million years. Yeah, it's a good question. So, M is 1,000. I'm pretty sure M's 1,000, right? Because C is 100, M's 1,000, and they didn't, in Roman numerals, they didn't typically go higher than that, because they didn't really have a need to. They didn't do the M a whole lot even, either. The M came much later, from what I remember. But even if there were a 1 million, I feel like it would be a single letter and not 2 of them, for such a round number. Can't remember if the Roman numerals went that high. Yeah, I don't think they did. And when they did do like super high numbers, they sort of didn't agree historically across the years. There were times where they put a Q. There were times where they put an X in brackets to denote like high numbers, but I don't think they just never really needed them, so they never standardized them. World's most populated city in 1721 and remains so. It's 3 letters, and the middle one's a D. I can't think of those cities. Okay. Hydrophobe, millions of years in the making. So, repels water, millions of years in the making. I feel like it's got to be a national phenomenon. You think Sheba is Yemen? I saw Sheba somewhere. Where is it? Modern day Sheba. 10 down. You think is Yemen. That fits. I'll go for it. Edo? I don't know what Edo is. I believe you, Kauzuka, but I've never heard of Edo. It's the most populous? Okay. I'll put it in. That's a weird E, but we all know what it is. We're fine. Okay. So now if we look at stuff like 10 across, low people, I mean, it's a short one. I just don't know. Is that 13? Yeah, 13 across. A genuine in German in a village in Scotland. Edo, Japan? Okay, that makes sense. Oldest continuous democracy in Asia. So we have an R with it now. Man, I feel like with these couple letters, I should be able to think of something else in Asia. We got, what, Russia, Mongolia, Laos, Taiwan, Japan, China, India, Pakistan. I feel like it would not be in the Middle East. So I'm gonna keep to Southeast Asia. And I'm blanking on stuff in Asia. Alright, well, we'll come back to it. Made of bronze and a sculpture in Cambridge, UK. You know, let's take a mental break. And let's take a trip. Oh, it just went red X. And I can't see if there's one behind me. Alright. I do want to go to the bathroom. So let's keep an eye on that. In the meantime, let's see what else we got. How about we listen to The Secret Lives of Games? Yeah, just wait for that bathroom to become available. Is this not a podcast? Is it more?
The Secret Lives of Games.
There we go.
We're all game developers, and we have candid conversations with other game creators that dive deep into the art, craft, and process of making games. I'm Nick Sutner. I'm here with Andy Nealon.
Hello.
Zach Gage.
Glad to be aboard.
Doug Wilson.
Hello, everybody.
And special guest Hosni Auji. Hello, Hosni.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us. We're going to talk all about your new game, Airplane Mode, today, which we've all been having
a game called Airplane Mode.
As Zach said. And it's,
6
yeah,
down
something
might be
really different
guild.
and special. And we got a
Made
bunch
of
questions
bronze
for you
and a
from our listeners.
sculpture
So
in
thanks for
Cambridge,
help with
UK.
this. And I have a
Oh,
little
guild as
bio
in
for
like
you here.
gilded?
Please correct me if this
Oh,
is
I mean,
not
it would
correct. But you are a graphic
it wouldn't
designer
fit with the
turned
letters we
game developer
currently
with
have.
a backronym.
Made of bronze
You
and a
worked on a game called
sculpture
Feud,
in
which is a
Cambridge,
beautiful,
UK.
3-on-3 fish basketball game kind of thing. And we'll link to it in our show notes. You also worked on Zero Age on iOS, and you've dabbled in VR a bunch as well. And you started Airplane Mode under the working title of Flight Simulator in 2018 as part of the NYU Incubator program.
Hydrophobe, millions of
picked up
years
by
in the
AMC
making,
Games,
11
to be
across.
published on Steam and available now. Is that all correct?
Like an ore? Is that considered a hydrophobe? Because it's super dried condensed minerals?
Unique game. Folks may have
Just looked it up and know now.
take a 2-something-hour flight from JFK to Nova
Well, hey,
Scotia, or a 5-something-hour
go ahead and
flight
tell
from
me.
JFK to Reykjavik.
This is not a
And
spoiler
enjoy
stream.
The fruits of flying within. But if you don't mind sort of
Yeah, go ahead and tell me.
describing the game for us in your words, Hosni, I'd love to hear it from you.
Well, it actually started.
Talos.
It wasn't. The idea wasn't to
Okay.
be, necessarily just a simulator. It was
No,
more,
don't turn the page. I'm trying
the
to
longest
write.
time I kinda had, like,
Oh,
this
I don't have my
problem
pen.
flying, you know?
That's why. Whoops.
It wasn't like it was a fear, but sort of the one where I still fly, but like I just dread the time being on in the air. And so a week before flying, I'm always like thinking, what is it I'm supposed to do on this plane right now to distract myself from the
All
fact
right,
that I'm,
Talos.
suspended in midair. So that's
Hydrophobe
kind of
uses
this idea of just
millions.
kinda sitting
Is it
in
an
the plane
owl?
and not doing anything, just waiting for something to happen, especially in the
Oh,
context
or
of
is it
a movie.
oil?
That's kind
Oh,
of where
oil
it
is a hydrophobe. Millions of years in the making. It does take millions of years of compression to make petroleum. So I'm going to say that's oil.
going into aviation culture and that kind of stuff.
So was that sounds like it was maybe like a kind of a therapeutic thing potentially to acclimatize yourself with it, or more just to sort of.
So now the first
see if
country
you
with
could recreate
nationwide
that
online
experience.
voting in
It was
general
more that I have all this,
elections.
because the ways I used to try to comfort myself before a flight was I just like read up on aviation a lot.
There's some letters here now,
So I have
Kauzuka,
this
if it'll
all
help
these
you to
thoughts
remember
in my
that
head, or, like,
that
this
one.
little idiosyncrasies of
Got
flight.
E blank T.
And, it became like
Now we got RIL here and 5 down. All this. Oh, bathroom's open.
Still in like I've gotten over it since then, but like if I was still super anxious about flying, I don't think I would have been able to sit through the game and just work on it and like have to to deal with this thing every
All right,
day.
here we are in the bathroom.
I think I've passed the point where I feel I used it for therapy, but it was definitely an outlet for all of the stuff that I've like been thinking about or reading up on.
Sometimes when I'm working
Okay.
on a piece, like a piece of art,
Well,
sometimes the inspiration for it comes from having an
I
experience.
don't want you guys to see this
that
part,
feels
so
important or meaningful,
I'm gonna face the
and
camera
trying
this
to
way while
take
I'm
that
peeing.
experience and translate what was meaningful about it to other people. Is that did you feel like that happened with Airplane Mode? I think like something that I was struck by when I started playing it was how singular the experience is. Like as soon as you get into it and start it, you're like, oh yes, this is
I think there was
I'm in airplane mode. This is
I think there was some sort of issue.
And, like, I don't
Jane,
think that's true of a lot of
something
experiences.
cut
I
out
think
on my
it's
way to the
really
bathroom. I
deft
think
of
it
you
kind
to
of
sort
just
make that
snapped and
be
caught
able
up.
to point it out and recreate it.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. I think
I'm all good
part
here.
of that does come into play. What I find like kind of because they say
All right, let's
the idea of flying is boring, right? This in itself is kind of absurd because
wash
on the one
hands,
hand,
pump some
you're-
soap.
Like I was saying, you're suspended. Like there's jet engine fuel burning right outside next to you. The sub-zero temperatures.
Ah,
Air pressure,
I didn't
all
mean
this stuff.
to
and
drop
you're
that.
just kind of like nodding off in the chair,
Alright.
sipping wine, watching something. And that idea that you're bored in this kind of context
Is
is pretty crazy.
garbage?
Not to mention that like
No,
flight
this
has
is-
been,
there
like,
we go.
This, it's been the dream, right? That's been the thing for centuries.
Oh, we
People
got
wanna
the
fly,
head
and now
back
that
to
we're
your
flying,
seat daily.
We're just kind of it's so mundane and boring, and why would anyone care about this?
For people listening too, I mean, this is the experience of the game.
Okay, I think I had a bit of a
So,
cutout again, but
first
should
person
be
perspective,
back
things look
now.
relatively photoreal around you.
Okay.
And you can do everything you would expect, right? You can.
All right. Well,
enjoy
that's
the
better.
in-flight entertainment. You
So
can,
curious what the
push the
game does
armrests,
here.
you can
Another cutout. Yeah.
restroom, you can
Yeah.
serve
It's
meal,
just I don't know. I
you
think
can
while
put
I'm
headphones,
on the
you
move,
can
it's just a bit
cross the
finicky.
puzzle, like it's sort of the suite
I don't
of
know.
like mundane activities, which is interesting, like you're saying.
Where were we? All right.
You know, it's
We were
doing
here
things
in the
the context
crossword.
of, like, hurtling through the air in this this metal cylinder.
Let's see how
that
our,
we all, like,
let's see how our
immediately
flight. Jessica has pit stains.
It also
Oh,
brought forth
yeah.
a bunch
Well,
of really interesting, like, feelings and weird sex
none of us
memories
look
for
our
me,
best when
like,
we travel. It happens.
you know, when I was in the airplane bathroom, like, I almost smelled it, because I think airplane bathrooms tend to smell a specific way. Not a bad way,
434.
but just like a very specific scent that I think is nowhere else in life. And like the
Distance
way that
remaining,
the faucets
2222.
poke you are really spot on. You know, there was at one point there was sort of a high-pitched whining sound for a little while, and I wasn't sure if that was like the air pressure or a bug or something, but I found myself actually like covering my nose and blowing my ears a little bit to like clear the pressure, like in real life, and it was really weird. And it also, I'll say, like,
She
it
looks
did
angry
feel
now.
very nostalgic and bittersweet for me right now,
Yeah.
and got me like a little emotional.
Yeah, so this was the one. Kauzuka, 4 across, first country with nationwide online voting in general elections. We have a couple letters of it now, if that helps you remember.
I'd like to add to the
Let's
idea,
see.
the thing that you said, because Nick set us up, or set at least me up for like high expectations of like going to the restaurant.
20
Don't
across,
forget to go to the
Hazarat,
restroom.
Shaj.
And so I go to the restaurant, I'm like, what did he mean?
Well, it's like the other.
I need to know what IATA
It's
is
like, no, you just
in
went to the
crossword speak.
And I was like,
Estonia.
this is so gorgeous. It's like it's
That
so
would
nice
fit.
That you just, of course, I'm messing with everything in there, right? Because I'm like expecting something weird to happen.
Yeah, those tissue physics. Come on.
I mean,
But
I was
then
trying very hard to get the tissue
SRIL.
into the garbage bin.
Oh, that would be Sri Lanka then. Yeah. Hold
Talking
on.
about you were expecting something weird to happen.
Nope,
Haza,
I
maybe
keep
you
forgetting
can
I don't have my
answer
pen
this,
in my
but
hand.
Are there like shocking or wacky
There we
events
go.
that can happen? Because I was under the impression that this probably can't happen. Like, but did you ever consider putting in like extremely rare events like flying through Aurora Borealis or sitting next to a celebrity or you know?
We might fly through the Aurora Borealis where we're going. Alright, Estonia, and then we now definitely have Sri
in
Lanka.
the game that I won't talk about yet, and there's stuff that's coming in that I won't talk about yet, and no one will know when it got in.
Great.
The good thing of having this statistics being kind of
Okay.
real life is that you can go like for a few months without putting something in and still have plausible deniability.
Alright, we're getting there.
Amazing. I was really okay. I gotta keep playing that. Well,
7 down.
on
From the
flip
Tower
side
of Babel
um,
to a marine passage
airplane mode
in the
reminded me a lot
Wilhelm
of
Archipelago.
Gone Home, which is like maybe a weird thing to say, but in that I knew rationally that nothing bad was going to happen to me in airplane mode, like in Gone Home, but I couldn't
From
shake
the
this feeling
Tower
that I
of
was
Babel
playing a horror
to a
game,
marine
that some
passage
disaster was going to happen.
in the Wilhelm
Like,
Archipelago.
I've seen just too many movies about plane crashes.
I don't
my brain was,
follow,
like,
unfortunately.
irrationally expecting
8 down. The world's shallowest ocean.
Gone Home.
Okay, so now we have
I
the
knew
A.
it wasn't actually a
So I'm going to go
horror
ahead and
movie,
say
but
it's the Arctic.
I was like so scared the whole time playing it. And I guess I just feel like airplane mode, whether it wants to be or not, is in dialogue with the whole history of media. Am I just a weirdo, or did other testers kind of report that kind of response of,
Okay.
like unease or like
It's
worry that
27
the
across
plane's
China,
gonna
maybe.
No, that
27
was
across.
actually,
Country with railway
sort of
lines
indirectly
that
part
can
of
loop the
design,
planet
right, is
twice.
because,
That
like,
seems
in any film
reasonable.
or game, if you're in a plane
27
for too long, that
across.
plane, something's gonna happen.
Nope, China fits there.
If you're in a plane scene, if the plane scene in a movie is a bit too long,
Sounds good to me.
It's not going to end well, likely, right? And the same with the game. I was trying to think when we started. I was trying to think of games that depict planes, and there were very few, and most of them ended badly.
Yeah.
All right.
So that just, I think.
Then what's 24 down? Those
I
two
don't know if
letters.
if it's connected to
Switzerland's
playing the game,
top
you're
level
playing the game, there's
domain.
expectations there, and even though
Um,
you like reasonably know that nothing's going to happen.
their TLD has an H in it. What do they call their own
I think that's
country?
part of what I kind of wanted that feeling because that's how like you feel when you fly.
Well,
right?
it's 24
Most likely nothing's gonna
across.
happen. Something might.
AD.
And so there's this thing you can't shake in the back of your
I
head.
mean-
and if you did feel that, that's great.
Yeah.
But that's not something one can
AD as
put
in
and hope that everyone.
Anno Domine?
Yeah.
There were so many small moments like this. Like I was doing this.
I don't know how to answer that.
And I didn't notice there was turbulence, but then I did because whenever I tried to draw a number,
Okay.
it's like
Oh,
jittering
how about
my hands
18
all over
down?
the place. I'm like,
This
oh,
company
oh,
can
oh,
claim
no.
to have
And then
made
I
the
was like,
oldest
oh,
passenger
heck,
plane
voice
still
command's
in
snowing on me.
service.
Oh wait, I'm not actually wearing
Um,
headphones, right? But the noise canceling
Hmm.
on the virtual headphones is very good. Like I didn't hear the turbulence. There are so many.
18
of these,
across.
like, really
Swiss
fun,
Bundesstadt.
diegetic, weirdo moments. And I don't even know how to segue this into a
And
question.
I am
right now. It's
too
all of that feeling and experience in it. Like,
not good for this
to me,
puzzle.
this felt
20
a lot like
across.
flying in a time
Has
when
rat
I
treasure.
had a lot of work on my plate, and flying
The
was
Switzerland domain is
place
CH.
to go to have a moment of relaxation and rest.
Huh, what do
So
they
I didn't have,
call? What do
unlike
they call
some of the other
themselves?
stories here,
What is the
I didn't have that
CH?
constant unease. I was just like, I was immediately
I don't know.
pulled into it in a way where I was like, what am I going to do here? There's not that much to do yet.
AD,
but
so,
it's
okay,
just
so
the
this is
right
going to be
amount
CE then.
So I did the
Because
Sudoku
another
puzzle.
name for
I don't
AD
like Sudoku.
is Christian
Right?
Era.
I did the Sudoku puzzle.
CE.
I solved it. I even went on a second flight to finish it. And then I realized that there's a podcast in there.
It's a religious thing,
about experimental
Christianity.
music that
Yeah,
I
that's
immediately
yeah.
recognized the voice of Noah Sasso.
Um,
Right? So I was like, oh wait, I have to listen to this.
Oh
And I
wait,
go up on
24
another flight
down isn't a
to
religious
Reykjavik
thing?
and
And that's
start
what Switzerland
all this stuff
uses
again, right?
as
So I feel
a
like
top level
to me,
domain?
it was like almost meditative.
Weird.
Right? And I wonder if the meditation
18 down
aspect
is
of that,
Boeing.
if that came to the
Boeing.
forefront.
Yeah, the
And,
Switzerland
like,
thing.
I
18
assume
down
you
is
play
Boeing.
tested this
That
a lot,
makes
but
perfect
because,
sense.
Again, coming from the NYU Game Center, I'm pretty sure that's what you do even during the incubator. Like, was that a response that people brought?
Actually, very, very early on. Right?
All
At one
right.
point, I was still thinking of it as sort of this idea of, like, building anxiety, and someone played it, and like, this is like so relaxing for me because flying is my only guilt-free time. Time where I can just zone out and not have to worry that I should be doing something else.
Now it's 18
And that kind of
across.
feel like you get,
Swiss
this game gives you that
Bundesstaat. I
moment. And I'm
wish I knew what
maybe I'm on something
Bundesstaat
else,
is.
and
It's
'cause
probably
I
a
thought I was
last
doing
name.
something
It's
else at that
someone
point.
who's
So
Swiss.
yeah, that came on.
Maybe
pretty
it's
early.
like Boone or
Funny
something.
thing is, I thought you were doing something
Or
else too
Bran.
until I played
What's
it.
19
I
down?
was like, oh yeah,
Hindu
way more
Theory and
expecting this,
Apollo
like,
on
oh,
Island in the
these are your events.
Philippines.
What could you possibly do? And then I just chilled
Hindu
out.
Theory.
Like I was,
I
was like, I had a bad morning before that, and then I played the
should
game.
know
and afterward, I
this.
was like, wow, I'm super laid back and relaxed all of a sudden, just from being in a virtual flight.
22 across a large hill with over 19 million inhabitants.
Do, and
Large hill is in quotes, so it's what they call it, the large hill.
And I was like having a text chat with a friend.
Is it
before I
Osaka?
played the game, and I was like, sorry,
Osaka,
I gotta,
Japan?
play this game and pay attention and like set that down. I didn't want
I mean, it fits there. It's the only thing I can see with the O and the K. Doesn't mean it's the only possible option, but I gotta. I'm gonna write in
I
Osaka.
might do a second flight and put this on like a second screen. I was like, no, that's you gotta do
Yeah,
this
so
legit.
I wanted to ask about that. So I
Does
noticed that
Osaka
there's
translate to large hill in Japanese, I wonder? Someone look that up. 19 down, Hindu Theory.
I was kind of wondering, I suspect that some of that's on purpose. Like, so I played the first time, and then the second time I was like, I want to compare and contrast my first attentive experience with all,
A
like, all cheese and
prankster
wrestling
from
the second
Brazilian
context for me,
folklore, 25 across.
as I work on kind of my main computer, which has felt like I was just kind of.
I don't know, I'm not up on my Brazilian folklore.
what's your take on that
23
in terms of, like, how
down
much the player
does
should
not
try to
exist.
go all in?
That's
Let me also add a listener question
That's
there from
fun,
listener
okay.
Jackson, who said, "Is it cheating to play the game?"
apparently
in
does
session,
translate
or
to
is it
large hill.
a
Okay,
way to
cool.
play
That's
it
good to know.
in one sitting
I
with
figured
multiple
based on
flights
the clue
instead?
that
And
must
like,
be
do you think, like,
what
I'm
it
saying,
is.
do you think of there being like a way you're
Okay.
supposed to play?
I mean, the line
Cuban
that I was
music,
saying
musical
from
instrument
very
that's
beginning
very
is, like, the only challenge the
French.
game poses is to actually manage your boredom and just hang in there, because that's flying. Like, just this longevity, the stretch of waiting out a flight is part and parcel of the experience. So this idea of saving it and doing
it's
it
not
in
horn.
matches just kind of I felt unbalanced everything. It just changes the whole thing.
It was 16
So,
across.
it
1
has
million
to be one
years.
sitting
Okay, I mean,
because
we
the
have an
flight is
M
kinda
now.
trapped in. You can't,
It's
like,
a,
put it in a different window. You can do something else. Like, I can't stop you from
which is a Roman
phone
numeral.
or a book,
Does
actual book and reading it.
Does
But,
MM?
I
I mean,
can force
MM
the
wouldn't
computer to
mean
just kind of,
1 million.
be
It
in
would
that
be
state.
2,000.
Yeah. I was on the
Base.
playtesting thing. How do you playtest a game
Base.
that is a straightforward 2.5-hour experience?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
Or is
either.
it- is it like, are you sitting with people?
But let's
Are
say,
you sending
what
them
if a
home
B
with it
were
and they're thinking
here?
about it?
What's
And then
13
also,
across again?
What were you looking for in those
A
playtests? Were there
genuine
changes that you
in
made
German
after
and a
watching
village in
The
Scotland.
game
I wonder
went
if
through
it's the
different phases
German
of
word for
playtesting because it
genuine,
went
which
through
is
the
also
incubators. There was a lot of playtesting.
But if
at
there was a
different
B
stages.
there,
First, when it was just like a
it
student project, at
still
NYU,
doesn't help
and
me,
then when it was the
unfortunately.
incubator, and then afterwards, when we were working with AMC, the earlier phases.
All right, what's some we haven't looked at in a while?
There wasn't
2
no
down,
one sat
and we
for
got a T now.
flight for, I think, the first few years.
An
of
American city that God forgot.
But it's just,
Who did God forget?
like just how they react and what they like expect from it, and what we realized early on.
Who
in
would we
playtesting
not
is
blame
if
God for forgetting?
Every time we play test, our wish list of things to include gets longer because everyone.
And none of the ones I'm thinking of fit
projects their
here
expectations
for that
they're
particular
from on the
question.
flight, right? Can I do
Historic
this?
Central
I can't-
Asian
I can never not
nomad.
take off my shoes in the flight, right? Someone will say that. So if I can't take off my shoes, then this is not an accurate flight simulator. And everyone has their own versions of these, and there was like the list was infinite of what we can actually include. So at some point we had to just stop, just say, okay, this is what we're gonna put. All this other input we can't really, do much with unless it's super important. But that's generally kind of what we were getting in terms of sitting.
Saint something. I was thinking that too. I was just about to say that. But then,
we build in this way
then this is blank SN for
that's not really testing it.
for one across.
So, that was.
I mean, it doesn't. Here's the thing. Like usually, so the unwritten crossword rule is if the answer is going to be an abbreviation, there needs to be an abbreviation in the clue, in the hint. So I feel like with the SN is not going to be a thing. But I don't. I might be wrong.
There's a lot of
So I'm more likely to think this bit is going to be a vowel. American city that God forgot. Let's work from vowels. Ottawa, that's in Canada.
Common courtesy, which is for completing a flight without reclining your seat. And I'm someone who is very pro reclining. I also take my shoes off.
Italy, the American city of Italy.
It's crazy not to do these things. Like, I think it's crazy not to just be instantly as comfortable as you possibly can on a flight. And if everyone reclines, then it's fine. Then it's not a problem. And I think it's nuts that I think there's,
Utah.
People no, that's like the rudest thing. Which it sounds like maybe you agree with.
God forgot Utah because of all the Mormons. All right, that's not a city.
You can't recline. It's not a thing.
All right, well, coming back to that later, maybe.
If everyone reclines, then isn't it more comfortable for everybody?
You looked it up?
No, Nick,
Go ahead and tell me, because I think we're getting to a point with a lot of these that we're going to need to just get some letters in here.
Way harder. Let alone like trying to use a laptop on a tray table or something. Yeah, I'm very anti-reclining. In fact, hearing you say that, I'm now going to make an extra effort to turn on my phone during a movie. just as a karmic payback to you after hearing that you reclined your airplane.
It's somewhere Dunder Mifflin has a branch, so it's Utica.
Zach, please join us. It's much more sane on this side.
I mean, I do it after the service, right? So, or I don't know. There's a point in the flight where I feel like that's when it's totally okay.
Yep. All right. So that means we got 16 across as MA. Apparently, that's a 1 million years. You were just in Utica, Kazuka? Nice. Yee, I was actually thinking for 10 across, but I had no idea. It just seemed like what it might have been. So now we have Historic Central Asian Nomad. Utica's where your car broke down. Oh, rough.
It's fine. I'm at a movie. That's me. Every time someone leans their seat back, I'm gonna take it out on the movie.
All right, this is 13 across, genuine in German, in a village in Scotland.
The no-fly list, which is for completing a flight after a
Really don't know.
break from flying, which I think is cool. And I'm curious how you see
Oh,
this
Hun.
game, fitting into people's lives.
Yeah, no, it's definitely Hun.
Alone on
Good call, Jane.
Maybe put it down for a while and then come back later. And maybe, I don't know, maybe there'll be changes, maybe not. But curious to hear from you on that.
Yeah, it's a funny thing because when I think about coming back
Ooh.
to it more.
Take a
more
minute
often,
to let
I
us know your
wonder,
meal
maybe,
and choices for the upcoming meal service. I am going
I
to
don't know what that actually changes
take a break
about.
to do
My
that.
whole
Let's
point of
look
this game
at.
is the destination is
Ah,
really
here they
not
come.
the
Okay.
issue. It's the time
I
to
want
these points.
ginger ale, but it's not. Oh, there it is.
You're right. So
I mean, this isn't meal selection. That's my beverage selection.
I'm still not really sure what
I would still like to choose my meal, please.
Like I hope people get from it, right? But I'm not.
Order for
I'm
upcoming
not,
scheduled
I don't know
service.
If, well, for example, if
Do
someone
I not get an actual meal? I only get a drink.
Gets the Zen feeling, that's going to be a very
That's
different
unfortunate.
than someone that where
It's a long flight.
horror game.
Feel like I should get a meal.
Replayability, if you want.
Hold on. Let me bring down my tray table because
dramatically in that case. So
they're already here with beverages.
But, I know that it's.
Ooh.
It's really
Oh, it
not
does
about,
that flippy thing.
Places.
Have you seen people playing it in any like unexpected ways or any weird behavior? Like, I, for instance, in the beginning, I was like, I'm not gonna buckle my seatbelt and see what happens, just because like that's.
Is that a USB
like starting a
cable?
racing game and driving the wrong way around it.
Okay, my thing stopped. I didn't want it to. Oh, my audio just went away.
Thank you.
Someone just said thank you. Is that her or someone across the aisle? Okay. Why did I entirely lose my audio for this? Alright. I'm gonna have to fix that later.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. Okay. Oh god, what's happening here? Did I take my headphones out? I did. Thank you, Jane. I did not see that. Because I thought I just took the USB cable out to plug in the phone.
And it starts like fading away into black or whatever, very subtly. And I was playing the game kind of late at night, and I sort of
Flights
had a
don't do
moment where I,
meals
like,
anymore. Some of
snapped
them
out of
do,
it
don't
almost, as
they?
if I had started falling asleep in real life, and then kind of realized what was happening in the game, and it was really surreal. And then I went to
Can I
sleep
have
in
my
the game,
ginger
and I
ale,
woke up and I
please?
missed my meal service, and I was sad.
Why don't you get like a shot of orange juice?
You even told me this, and then it happened to me as well, and I missed the wine service, and I was really bent out of shape. Now, mind you, it's 10 a.m. in the morning for me, and I'm missing a virtual
Please
wine
don't tell me
service.
you're leaving.
It's
I ordered
bad
a
sign,
drink.
I'd say, but it was fascinating. So Hosni, there's a really interesting thing going on here.
See, I
right?
did
Where
have
I
like
feel
an
like what I was sort of describing
interaction.
to you are like
Take her
quote-unquote
drink.
mundane,
Ooh.
minute, moment-to-moment experiences.
I-
Right? And it's like normally
I could
right,
do
like,
that.
We try to
I could
piece
do
these things
that.
into questions
Ah, here we go.
Where it's like, well, how did you come up with this? But like in this experience, I don't feel like that's actually very fitting, right? To be like, well, how did you think about the
Thank
experience
you.
that would happen? There's like this. It's just the sequencing of these small
Okay.
things that seems.
Alright, I have my
mundane,
ginger
yet
ale
they're so
now,
distant
as well
and so
as some pretzels.
So our listener Ick says, I looked up a timeline for airplane mode and saw that work began in 2017. The game seems like such a good.
That's
fit
good
for
stuff.
2020,
I always
since it's
have-
much more difficult to get the real experience of the simulation.
To do it, you have to
Was the
listen
seat
to your
drop-off and
followers.
operated flights
Well,
and passenger travel extra motivation to publish.
That it was I don't. It just came out of nowhere. I mean, I couldn't.
unfortunately-
there's no way at that point, but like while we
okay.
were like fleshing out this airplane, and at
Yeah.
some point we're like, okay, you know, are we putting the newer seats? Or the
I,
really
I
old
would
seats?
like
Are we
it to be
going
known that I
super,
am in
like,
fact
really bad in
trying.
terms
It's
of
just not
nostalgia?
happening. Now, what happens
Are we
if I
doing,
fold
like-
this in half
and then
now?
I kind of settled at this mid 2000s sort of.
Whoa,
sort of
okay.
Time. Like, okay, this is like the every flight, right? Not something too.
Okay,
you know,
so I can't
modern,
fold
not
this
something
back
too
while I
old,
got
you know,
stuff.
Like the crappy touchscreen, you know, the fight, and so that was kind of.
Yeah, I tried to listen. I tried to
we're
listen.
Kind of going for recent nostalgia, knowing that it's probably not going to land.
All right, let's
but it
finish
landed
this
in
up.
unexpected
I think I
ways
saw an
because,
answer.
you know,
Jane
it just
said
became a
Ect.
nostalgic game all of a sudden, and
You're
that was
drinking
just
her.
not
Yeah, I can't.
But
I
even
can't do
super
anything
small,
but
they're-
drink it.
so here's a
Unfortunately.
detail. I wonder if anyone of you noticed this.
Okay.
Which
So you
is
said
it's a
Ect
crazy
for
detail,
this.
right? The little frost circle around the dot on the window.
Now, was that genuine in German? Is that what this
Like, when
clue
I
was
saw
trying
that,
to
I was
tell
just
us?
like, this is crazy. Right?
there's a story behind the frost surfer. Because like,
All right, so
when I was a
14
kid,
down.
I saw this thing, right? And I'm like, oh my god, the window.
Cuban
shattered, right? And I should tell someone. It's my
musical
responsibility
instrument that's
to
very
tell a flight
French.
attendant, right? And so I'm like, told my older sister, I'm going to tell the flight attendant.
Yep, looked
She's
it
like,
up.
"Are you crazy?"
No, I
Like,
figured
she's
you
gonna laugh
did.
at you,
I
I'm like, okay,
was
fine.
curious what
This
you
whole
looked
time,
up
the
and
whole
then
flight, I was just
what
worried
it
about
was,
this thing, 'cause it kept getting bigger and
and if
bigger.
we were on the right track. So it seems like we were. Cuban musical instrument. That's very
I
French.
read up on it, or someone told me about it and stuff, and so it became like a big thing in flying for me. So I made sure that it had to be there.
I feel like we should be able to get this with this, but why I can't.
Were there any other personal experiences that you had that directly connected to this like that? Feel free to say no.
Kazoo. If only it fit.
It's a matter of, okay, so there's like a
Okay.
billion details.
Let's try something we haven't looked at in a while. A prankster from Brazilian folklore. I'm not actually going to know that off the top of my head. 26 down, which is this first 27. Home of the Sayasipol.
In addition to
Or Siosepol. I really just don't know. 28 across. Ground floor of the U.S. Capitol building.
But it was a weird one. It was
Don't know that either.
on the wing, right? That was like a super.
But
that was
if
like
I hear
very,
it,
very
I think I will
requested.
remember it.
Well, I won't say but
21 down.
But,
City that has been continually inhabited for over 8,000 years, despite past and present traumas. I don't know, Miami? Something that keeps getting destroyed by hurricanes. Something that is near or on a volcano. Is it like Senate or something? That depends. Which one was it again? Ground floor of the U.S. Capitol building, 28 across. Now, Senate is one letter too long. House fits. Is the ground floor just the floor of the house?
I can't get up yet. That's how I
Could be house, maybe.
I just love so many of the details, and especially the authenticity of like the in-flight magazine and all the small details. And I think it's not trivial.
23 down. A West African capital on the Gulf of Guinea.
Like totally realistic and cohesive, and isn't distracting.
So if this were an age,
you know, a lot of games might take
8,000-year-old city has to be in the Middle East. I think that would make sense.
Very largely straight, and I'm curious what your direction was for that, and if it was tempting.
Just spitballing. Yeah, no, we're all doing it.
That was exactly.
That is completely fine. City that has been continually inhabited for over 8,000 years, despite past and present traumas.
That Virgin ran as like a marketing campaign.
And that is 21 down.
YouTube video documenting this like fictional cross-continental flight, but it's super jokey and it features lots of like outrageous situations and satire. But to Nick's point, like airplane mode plays it pretty straight. But
Hazrat Shah Jalal.
To that degree, like how
IATA means something. What is that?
Humor game, or is it?
Someone look that up. What is that?
We can kind of see as like.
I was gonna say Jerusalem.
That's not the like. Is humor?
Yeah, it won't fit, unfortunately. Could someone look up IATA in relation to crosswords? Because it means something specific for crosswords.
That's the way
like it's a common shortening, I think, but I just cannot remember.
That works, but in this situation, I don't think the joke would land as well if we weren't like super deadpan about how we approach everything from the in-flight video to the magazine, everything there. Like hints of humor, but clearly. Well, I guess I thought this was like clearly supposed to be funny. I'm not sure that everyone picks up on that because that's that's subjective, but
that's great. Maybe it's because we know him, but Bennett Foddy impersonating the captain, talking about
a U.S. insular area, 17
really
across.
Deadpan humor, like
I mean, we already have AS there.
That everyday experience, just the way that
International
kind of,
Air Transport Association.
So I've heard this announcement. This is like such a.
I mean, I suppose we are on an airplane, but I thought it was something specific to.
Even just the fact that
it's Aleppo, Syria. Okay.
You sit down on the plane and you're like, all right, I'm going.
I assume you mean the 8,000 years one.
Line to take off, and you're like, oh my god, I have to wait.
That's a weird A. That's fine. It's a little curly
it's like
noodle
such
A.
A strong opening. Was that something that you were always considering, or was that just it just like magically showed up and you were like, ah, this is perfect? I'm gonna go.
That was actually this. Bennett came into play here because when he was playing a very early version of it, he's like, "You're missing an opportunity for
it's
early climax."
airport
And he's absolutely
codes.
right.
I see. Okay,
It's
so
built-up time
it is not at all a
to take off, and
crossword
that's
thing. I
true
was
because
fully convinced it was.
It's definitely
So,
like
like
a
the Franz
phase of the
Joseph
flight,
Strauss
where you're waiting for takeoff, and then there's
airport
pre-takeoff and post-takeoff.
code.
And then post-takeoff has a bunch of stuff, but
And
there's
this
that
is
time
for
before,
12
and then
across.
okay, now we're airborne. And so,
I mean,
yeah, that had to like be in the game.
it's
so that's why
debatable
they
if
kind
it's
of
still
stretched it out
occupied
to-
after it was bombed
Obviously, it needs to,
and
the whole
gassed to
safety
hell.
meter needs to run.
Joke
and
made
there are,
me
like,
sad.
other planes in front of
Yeah,
you, and you're waiting. It's
that
JFK.
happens.
No one gets out of JFK. You know, like this is
20
actually,
across.
Pretty. Our
So
time is
Hazrat
pretty
Shah Jalal abbreviation.
So-
I was so glad it
Airport
was in there,
codes
'cause,
can
like,
be
because
really,
I sleep on
really
flights, I
like
always
super
stay up
different
until I'm
because
in
there's
the
so
air
many
and I go to
airports
sleep, and
that
so, like, that is
they
my
don't always
experience
get
of flight.
an abbreviation that actually matches anything to do with the area.
There are so many little interactions.
So I'm not going to be able to get that, I don't think, without looking them up or getting other words around them.
Be Spider-Man, and yet I'm sitting playing playing flight.
You know, maybe let's come back to this. I'm a bit burned out on crossword for now.
Oh, you can make the window go up and down. Wow, I
There's
didn't
more.
expect that. Or like, oh, I can take
Some
the
more
pen out
ginger
of my
ale.
bag. Oh, of course, that's what I need. To
Oh,
do.
now I can move it around.
It's so funny to like have all
Oh,
these
are you waiting to collect my... Hold on.
by
Okay.
the realism of like.
But I'm not done with my drink.
Like, of course you could make.
I'm not
like,
done, thank you.
can go
Come
to
back
the bathroom.
later.
Oh my god! But like, yeah, of course you could make a video game where you can go to the bathroom.
Are you
on an
gonna...
airplane. Like, even I was like, I looked
Okay,
over and saw that there were other people, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't really expect there to be other people.
I'm just gonna ignore for now. Let's,
Were there any games that you looked at for
let's
this
pull
sort
out
of,
the
like,
phone.
immersive, like,
Let's pause this for now. Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of trying to, but I feel too awkward to do it. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. Huh, my ice stayed at the top. That's interesting. States of matter are cool. Can never quite get the last bit at the bottom, eh? Hey, you can take this now? Yeah, well. Hey, I'm actually done now. It was talking about airplane mode and going to the bathroom. Yeah, I wasn't super listening, unfortunately. It's a game, I guess? I mean, alright, well, let me fold this back with this here. That's fine. What do folks feel like watching? I want to put on a movie. The Flight to Nowhere sounded pretty good. Anyone have any opinions? I can pull back out the descriptions of the in-flight entertainment. Fortunately, it's going to take me a little while to get there. Flight to Nowhere. Alrighty. Okay. Get back to there for later. Alright, Flight to Nowhere. Let's see. Flight to Nowbutt. Nowbutt. Alright. How can I be entertaining here? Do this MST3K style and make fun of it? Hey, quit walking on the grass. Oh. They take the posted no walking on people's lawns law seriously here. That guy got shot right away. Man, that's an efficient police force. They're gone. Oh, now they're just bombing? Now they're just bombing the whole area because one guy walked on a lawn. Things escalate quickly, I know, right? Like, got a guy walking down the street. Someone pulls up, shoots him, and we got an atomic bomb. You know what, I drank a lot of fluids going into today's flight, so I gotta go to the bathroom again. But I'm gonna leave you guys here with the movie, and I'll be right back. You don't need to see me go to the bathroom again. Hold on, I'll be right back. Excuse me, I gotta get up and go to the bathroom. Sorry, you know how it goes. Alright, thanks. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm back. Back in my seat now. Alright, what have I missed? Someone fill me in. I see, okay. Is that woman's legs from underneath the other side of an airplane? Suppose that would make sense. Ooh, man. That seemed like a fast run for wearing heels.
Can we go somewhere where we could talk?
I'm listening. Go right ahead.
I want to charter your plane.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm taking the weekend off. I just told my mechanic to...
I know what you told your mechanic, but you see, this is very important.
And that person is still watching that one episode of Bugs Bunny. They have to be asleep. There's no way.
Why should you ask?
Oh.
Because all I've been doing is flying the milk run for Cupid.
You watching the same thing?
Now I want to relax. Small restaurant, corner table, soft lights, soft music, soft shoulders.
Why not have dinner with me?
That's the best offer I've had today. Where do we go?
I have a table reserved in the hotel in Death Valley.
Oh, just make out like I didn't say anything.
Oh, I'll pay you well. I'll give you $500. On account.
On account?
Oh, I'll pay you some more. You see, I might want you to stay there a few days. Now, what about that dinner?
You know, I'm just beginning to develop an appetite. By the way, what's your name?
Oh, Catherine Forrest. Can we leave right away?
All right, Miss Forrest. I'll meet you at the plane as soon as I wash up. Hi, Hobie. Well, Bob Donovan. I always had a hunch you'd wind up as a washroom attendant. But then I suppose it's pretty tough for a tired old ex-major to find a job these days. What happened? Couldn't you hawk those gold oak leaves you used to sport around the China Burma Theater?
The same old hobby. Keeping your eyes and your ears closed and your mouth open. You haven't changed a bit.
That's right. The same old hobby that used to risk his neck for you. Remember the time you dropped me off in a Japanese jungle?
Cats game.
3 weeks to decode messages for you?
Sure.
That always happens to me. I don't know why I'm playing tic-tac-toe.
I could use you right now. That is, the government could.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're not going together anymore. Don't you remember? I'm a civilian now. You should see me out some night in my new pinstripe uniform. By the way, what are you doing since you got on?
Oh, I've just changed uniforms, not jobs. Right now, I'm looking for a map.
In here?
Well, maybe I could get you to help me find it.
Not a chance. I'm flying.
It's a little bit quiet to me. Is it quiet to anyone else?
I'll be too busy to look for maps. If I happen to see it, I'll let you know.
Kitty.
I'll be able to find you here in your office, I presume. So long.
You all set, George?
I like this never-ending final sip.
There's a storm coming in.
It's pretty quiet. All right.
I'll put the oxygen in.
See if I can do anything about that.
Oh, Miss Forrest.
Yes? What is it? I'm Miss Forrest.
You're Miss Forrest. I thought...
Oh, hello, Mr. Carrington. You seem a little confused. This is Miss Catherine Forrest. I use her name because mine is too hard for people to remember. I'm the Countess Maritza de Frasco. Anyway, this is quite all right with you, isn't it, dear? Oh, why, of course.
Hopefully that's not too loud.
Oh,
I
these
take a
are your other
sleeping pill. I sleep
passengers.
it
Mr. Van Bush,
you know,
Mr.
it's a good
Forrest,
question.
And Mr. Porter. This is our pilot, Mr. Carrington.
How do you do, sir?
I've never actually done.
I'm afraid we may have to fly over
I've never
some
actually
weather.
done
Just what
sleeping
does that
pills
mean?
before
We'd
myself,
have to use
so
oxygen.
I don't really know what to
Maybe you
expect.
better not go then, Kathy.
I usually
what's the difference?
can't
Let's get going.
sleep on a plane.
And
Too
your
loud?
decision,
Okay.
That's all right. You'll be sitting in front with me. I'll take care of you.
It sounds rather frightening.
What? Sitting with me or using oxygen?
Well, maybe I try them both and find out.
Alright, I brought it down a few
Oxygen
decibels.
is not all bad. I used it overseas. As a matter of fact, it's quite exhilarating.
Really?
Yes.
I still don't like the idea of all the company.
Oh, but we're having dinner together.
Are there any special
That's good.
seating arrangements,
All right.
pilot?
Well, Miss Forrest, the Countess, is sitting up front with me. You can make yourselves comfortable any place you like.
Thanks.
Here's a weather report, Hobie. Oh, here's something else that just came.
I mean, I am getting tired. I'm probably not going to make it through this entire movie. I mean, maybe. We'll see.
Happy landing.
Might just, yeah, I really wish I could get to my tilt button. Hey, can I open this one and put my drink on it?
I thought you were going to watch the scenery.
Oh. Yes, indeed. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
This is what planes used to be like.
How did you happen to pick me for this trip?
Oh, you were the only charter pilot available?
What do you mean the only
Call
one
the flight
available?
attendant. That is a
Oh,
very good
we're
idea.
booked up solid for
On-demand service is unavailable at this time.
the weekend. It must be quite a thrill to be able to handle a plane
But-
like you do. Been flying long?
But the call button's always available.
Were a flyer during the...
I need someone, please. Ow, don't do this to me.
Oh, well, it
Okay,
was
that
sort
fixes.
of a dream up at the last moment.
You might have trouble getting accommodations at the hotel. They're usually booked up in advance.
Hey, is this woman in the
We'll be able
cockpit?
to find something.
This must be a non-commercial plane. Although I suppose you could just kind of do this back in the day.
I don't know. It's looking out and down. It seems to bother me.
Don't you feel well?
No.
I know as a kid I ended up in the cockpit at least once. That's not a euphemism.
Oh, Caddy, will you change places with me?
Why, sure, I'd love to.
Oh, Kathy, let me sit there. I'll be glad to sit up here, Kathy. I don't mind it at all.
But I want to sit in the cockpit, Jan.
Look, mister, you can't stand up front.
Jan, why don't you go back and keep Mr. Porter company?
Well, he doesn't need any company. He's fast asleep.
You know the only money I can lay my hands on is what I get from Kathy. I've spent what little Dad left me.
What about the money you made during the war?
What money? In a Japanese prison camp on a forsaken island in the Pacific?
You've been telling that story so often, Claude. I think you're beginning to believe it yourself.
All right. I'll give you some money tonight when we get to Death Valley.
What altitude are we flying at?
About 14,000. You better put on your oxygen mask. You go back to your seat and fasten your safety belt. We'll have to hit some rough weather. Tell the rest of the people to put on their oxygen masks.
About to happen in this movie, yeah. I mean, once you get the oxygen masks on. Slapper! Slapper awake! Oh no, they're going nowhere. Oh, it's the titular flight to nowhere.
Right. Keep your hands up. Sit down. You can't talk to me that way. I'll talk to you anywhere I like. I'm flying this plane. Yes, and you're responsible for what happens to your passengers. Wasn't even connected. You ought to be sued for negligence. You probably kicked it loose when you're up here before.
Maybe Les kicked it loose.
Anyway, this is not the time to talk about it. We're coming into Death Valley.
Mr. Carrington is right. This is no place to start an argument. Sit down, Van Bush.
Did he say sit down, Fat Bush? They all have dead-end jobs. Wake up, we're here. Nowhere. And looks like nowhere to me, at least based on the pictures I've seen in magazines.
How do you feel, Miss Forrest?
A little woozy, but I'll be all right.
I'll take care of her.
Mr. Carrington, are you sure that oxygen hose was connected before we took off?
Of course, everything was inspected. What do you expect him to say, Liz? Look, mister, you're asking for it, aren't you?
Gentlemen. This won't do anybody any good. We're safely here, and I don't think Kathy will suffer any ill effects. Well, it isn't his fault if she isn't.
Oh, stop, Claude. I'm all right.
Yes, it seems to me we are all being rather childish. Come on, my dear. Let's go to the hotel.
What about our luggage?
The pilot will bring it.
I give you a hand, sir?
Yeah, thanks.
I guess they got where they wanted to go. Did they intend to go to nowhere? I mean, that wasn't no traditional runway. It wasn't even like a small private runway. House looks pretty nice.
I still say it is the pilot's fault.
Oh, forget it, Jan. I think he's rather nice. And so does Kathy, don't you, dear?
Really, I didn't notice him too much. Will you see about the reservations, please, Claude?
Sure thing.
Want this out of my way. Lost that phones again.
Sorry, this is Mr. Porter.
How do you do, Mr. Walker? How do you do, Mr. Porter?
I should think you two mining engineers would know each other.
Where have you operated mostly, Mr. Walker? Well, to tell the truth, I haven't operated much since the war. Oh, excuse me. Yes.
Mr. Van Bush, Mr. Walker.
How do you do?
And this is our pilot, Mr. Carrington.
Oh, I'm glad to know you. Glad to know you. Will you excuse me? I have a long-distance call. What is our luggage?
Well, I was going to bring it up, but I didn't have my union card, so I let the bellboys do it.
Oh, we've been trying to get your room, Mr. Carrington, but they're pretty full. You see, we had our reservations here for some time.
Well, that's all right. Just put me up in the servants' quarters.
We've managed to get Mr. Carrington's room. Here's your key, sir.
Thanks.
Please come
Well,
take
what
my
about
drink.
That dinner we planned with the soft lights and the music? Is that out?
Well, we have been invited to be Mr. Walker's guest, but why don't you come to my room for a cocktail after I freshen up?
All right.
See you later, then.
You can just get it to slide off. I mean, it'll end up right on my phone.
Give me the manager, please. This is Mr. Van Bush speaking. I have a complaint to make. Somebody's been going through my luggage. Yes. I want a thorough investigation.
Hello, Superman. I'm not surprised.
You didn't think you could get away from me that easy, did you? I intended to be down here when you arrived, and I intend to stay here.
You mean we're roommates?
No, neighbors.
Look, let's stop this cops and robbers, shall we?
It's too late now. Why do you think that you're the only charter plane available?
That's why I got a room in a crowded hotel.
That's right. Tell me, did anything important happen on the way down?
Ooh,
I'll say
some
it
shirtless action.
Somebody
Almost
kicked
missed
the
it.
oxygen tube loose on my plane. Captain Ford was
Look how
almost
high
killed.
up that waist
I've been
is.
grounded for life.
Hobie, this trip you're on is far from a pleasure joint. It's a dangerous mission. Anytime that you get international racketeers exploiting atomic energy, anything can happen.
Why'd you have to pick me for this job? I did
This
enough of your
is
dirty
as
work overseas.
about as naked as you could get back then, I think.
That's very flattering.
Even this caused outcry.
Tell me, what's all this squawk about Van Bush saying somebody went through his luggage? Did you find anything suspicious?
Yeah.
I mean, I would have at least got rid of those pants if I was getting into a robe, but whatever.
Kathy,
Yes?
will you do me a favor?
How much is it this time?
I need $2,000.
$2,000? What on earth for?
Look,
How much is that in now
every time I
times?
need a little
What
money.
was this,
But Claude, this
1946?
can't go on. I've been giving you so much money these last few weeks.
Okay. Put me through the usual third degree.
Would you care to join me?
Nope. This is business. You cabled me from Honolulu that you had some information on Claude Forrest. That's why I sent for you. Would you be interested in selling that information?
Why, Tom? What a question. How much?
I think you'll find me generous enough.
Oof.
You know,
$2,000
But,
1946 money
why do you want it?
is
Well, that shouldn't concern you.
$28,595
I
in
don't want to see it get into the
2022
wrong
money.
hands.
This must be the last.
Why,
But I don't know
Charles.
why you have to be so stingy. After all, it's just as much my money as it is yours, even though Dad did leave it to you.
I'm not stingy, Claude. It's just that, well, I can't afford to spend
Oh,
the way...
forget it. Come on, let's get downstairs. They're most likely waiting dinner for us.
All right, I'll be with you in a minute.
Oh. Wait. Is that a different... No, never mind. I was gonna say, is that a different cartoon? But no, that's the end of that episode. What does this button do?
You think Catherine Forrest looks like the type that would be mixed up with an international cartel?
I didn't say.
Hey, what are you tapping?
But I did check on the forest. They gave a house party in
Oh, give me
Honolulu.
28K.
One of their guests was a Korean. who
This is
delivered
supposed to
a certain
release
map
the
of
person's
South
chair in
Pacific
front of you
Island
if you don't
for
want him to be
When he
leaned
never
back
got
on you
there,
so
he was
much.
killed and the map was never found.
How does that tie in with the rest of it?
Patsy on your plane was a member of that house party.
Come
Who
on.
do you suspect?
Fine, hopefully they come back around
Anybody's
later.
guess. Whom do you suspect? What about the Countess?
Well, I'll be able to tell you more about the Countess in a couple of minutes. But it might not be what you want to know.
While we're doing this, I want to ruminate on the crossword a bit more.
Look, Liz, it's none of your business. You're not giving it to me. I'm buying it, and I'm willing to pay a good price.
Do you have the money with you?
I'll get it after dinner. That reminds me, I'd better be getting downstairs.
Yes, and I should get ready too.
We'll get together later this evening. Pardon me.
Products work in Africa, Middle East, and South Pacific. Hobbies, boating and fishing. Well, alright. Can someone look up 18 across? Swiss Bundesstadt.
Good evening, Mr. Carrington.
I suppose I
Do
could
sit
look it
down.
up. I just hate doing stuff on my phone only.
Are all you foreign women
That's
two-fisted
silly, though.
drinkers?
No, the second one is for you.
Thanks. Martini. And warm, too.
Swiss
Now that
Bundesstadt,
we are
18
alone,
across.
I want to tell you something. I'm very frightened.
Of me?
Oh, no, of course not. No. About what happened in the plane.
This flight is too long.
You mean the business about the
Yeah,
accident?
I mean it is a lengthy one for sure.
You remember, I was sitting up front with you.
I'm definitely eyeing those sleeping
Why should
pills.
anyone want to kill
You
you?
open the escape hatch.
Oh, it's rather
Well, so I'm not in an
You see,
emergency
I was
exit
born on the
row.
continent, but I went to an English finishing school and then I
I
married
think
the
this
Count,
is
and when he
that's
died,
of course the
he left
closest
me
exit
some
to me
rather valuable
there.
properties. And there
I
are
don't think
7
they're gonna let me
people
just
who
go
are
for
trying to get
that.
those properties. And
This
I'm
looks
very
like
frightened.
Don't be frightened.
This looks like Jan from The Office. I forget the actress's name. She was just on Dancing with the Stars. But it looks like that actress. I should really be saying these things quieter. I forget I'm on a plane and people can hear me.
I always said there's nothing like those English finishing schools.
Federal Council is the answer to Swiss Bundesstadt 18 across. We got a 4-letter thing with B and
You will help
N.
me, won't you?
Sure, but who's going to help me? Well, shall we get downstairs?
The Swiss Bundesrat.
You go ahead. I'll join you later. I hope you're not too disappointed about not having the dinner we planned.
No, it's a funny thing. I just lost my appetite. But I'll see you later.
Bern, B-E-R-N. Referred to by the Swiss as their federal city. It is the city of Bern. Whoops. Need my pen back.
Mr. Carrington. What happened?
I don't know. I was out at the time.
You're sure you haven't been drinking?
Yeah, I had a martini. I'm wearing the olive to prove it.
Can I help you?
No, it's all right. I can do it all right.
It's the Cuban musical instrument that's very French. Still don't actually know.
What'll it be? A double martini. A double? Yeah. One martini gave me this headache. Maybe two will make it go away. Yes, sir. I've been looking for you, Carrington. Get lost. What's the idea of going through my luggage? Go away and start over again. I'm serious. I demand an explanation. Why don't you start explaining how you happen to kick the oxygen hose loose in my plane? Look, if you're trying to cover up your own negligence by blaming me for that accident, you're talking to the wrong guy. It so happens I intend to marry Miss Forrest. Oh? I'll send her my condolences in the morning.
Or Tress?
Right now I don't feel so well.
I mean, that's sort of what it looks like to me, but that's not... I mean, maybe...
Look, I've taken all I'm going to from
Or is it Trey? It's like Trey, like the French Trey.
I'd like to see you try that.
Don't get up, boys.
It's a 3-string guitar. Oh, interesting. I didn't know about that.
Haven't seen her.
Well, please be a good boy.
Alright.
Tell her we're waiting for her.
Definitely more than halfway. 19 down, Hindu Theory, and Apollon Island in the Philippines.
So I rushed downstairs to see if I could find you. Could we go outside and talk?
I've been outside.
Nothing's ringing a bell.
Desert air seemed to knock me right off my feet.
The prankster from Brazilian
Oh,
folklore.
we can't talk here. I'm afraid we'll be overheard.
West African capital on the Gulf of Guinea.
Now maybe you understand why I'm so frightened. First it was Katie. Now it's you.
You haven't anything to worry about. As long as they don't run out of customers.
Oh, I thought you meant what you said, that you helped me.
Sure, I'll help you.
What did you find in Jan's luggage?
Now, why would I want to go through Jan's luggage?
At a certain point, crosswords stop becoming fun if you have to look up all the rest of them. So I tend to try to be strategic if I'm gonna look something up, that it, you know, sort of fills in letters from a bunch of the others, so I'd have a better chance figuring them out without looking them up. This one hasn't done so great with that. Okay, so ground floor of the U.S. Capitol building is not going to be the house. Oh, is it the steps? The Capitol steps?
Oh, sure.
It's not exactly the ground floor, but Capitol steps are a thing.
Oh, Mr. Walker. Well, I seem to be the first one of your guests who've arrived. Oh, I guess the others will be along present. It's been that way all along. I'm always the one on time to eat.
Possible.
The rest of them never seem to get hungry. Plus, I took time out for a quick swim, and I wished I'd had time for a horseback ride.
Capitol steps are also the name of like a politically themed a cappella group, I think. They might not be a cappella.
Well, geological engineering. Perhaps do the same thing. I find the valuable minerals and let the other fellow make the money out of it.
I mean, like, the Capitol steps are 100% a thing, but I feel like that's not what I would call the ground floor.
Hobie, darling.
Ah.
Well, this is the most pleasant surprise I've had
Crypt.
Oh, really? Oh.
Apparently they call it the Crypt.
How do you do?
Miss Forrest.
How do you do?
Mr. Van Bush. How are you? I'm Miss Forrest's brother, Mr. Forrest. How do you do? Miss Allison, an old friend of mine.
Yes, indeed. As a matter of fact, we were more than just friends. I used to be Mrs. Carrington. Then I'm sure you two must have a great deal to talk over. You excuse me.
Yes, come, Kathy. Will you excuse us, Miss Ellison?
Excuse me. Well, what's the matter? Why are you staring at me like that?
Because a lot of funny things have happened to me today.
Oh, but Hobie, this isn't funny. This is wonderful. Would you like to go for a walk in the garden?
7 down. Let's look up that one. From the Tower of Babel to Marine Passage in the Wilhelm Archipelago.
Why didn't you let me know you were back?
What do you mean, let you know? I didn't know where to find you. Besides, I didn't think you were interested in hearing from me. The last letter I got from you, I read in a bomb shelter. It's funny how clear it seems. Please sign the enclosed papers. I want a divorce. I spent the whole night with a chaplain talking about it.
I know. I'll regret it all my life.
You'll regret it. You got married right away, didn't you?
Oh, you mean Reggie.
But Hobie, you were gone so long.
26 down is Iran. Home of the Sayasip. Okay.
Sure. So what are you doing here?
Well, established residence in Las Vegas. I just sneaked down here for the weekend. I'm getting a divorce.
Makes me want to look at 30 Across again. Created the island of Orphalese.
He's a Hollywood producer and
So what creates an island? Volcanoes can create islands.
But enough of that.
You could,
Oh, Hobie, this is
I mean,
wonderful.
humans
It's
can
like old
create
times.
islands by,
We can have
I
the
guess,
whole weekend together.
mounding stuff. Sometimes humans make
Hobie, I don't know what you mean.
sandbars out to things.
Anyway, I'm working.
But it's a
I've got a charter
past
flight
tense
for the
verb.
Countess.
Created the island of Orphalese.
Oh, that's funny. Why, she's no more of a countess than I am. I met her in show business before I met you. She went by the name of Lolly Lorraine.
You know what you're talking about?
Certainly. She and I worked in an act with Tamburini the Great. We were his assistants. The last time I saw her, she was being sawed in half.
Volcano makes sense, yeah.
Of course not.
Just won't fit.
I
You
may
got the
be
G
a
and the
cat,
N.
but I'm not that catty.
Wouldn't fit otherwise. What's 29
Wants to
down?
make like she's a countess,
Ancient
that's all I
city that was once coastal but is now inland. It's 29 down at 2 letters. I was looking something up. Okay. From the Tower of Babel to a marine passage in the Wilhelm Archipelago.
Anyway, I got it. You got what? What you been
Can't,
looking
it's,
for?
that's hard to look up, honestly.
I got it from the Countess. How do you like that? What was it? It's an envelope.
Nimrod.
A lot of papers in it. Written in Japanese.
The Nimrod
You mean to
passage.
say you had it and you lost it?
Does the word Nimrod come from the Tower of Babel? It might.
For instance, I just bumped into Irene, the ex-Mrs. Carrington. She might not have been Mrs. X if you'd have given me that leave I asked for when she wanted a divorce. Do you think that would have helped any?
It's a weird looking D, but it's a D. We all see it. Dow
That the job we're doing
is
now might be
Hazrat
very important
Shah
to fighting
Jalal.
the war.
Okay.
That we might keep other men from going through what we went through, leaving their wives. Okay, you can stop waving the flag. I won't back out. It just burns me to think somebody could make me for that envelope. Who made you for it?
I'm just gonna look up Franz Joseph Strauss because this could be anything, that middle letter.
You think you have a chance of getting it back? It's possible. I'll see you later. Good luck.
MUC, it's the Munich airport.
Irene, were you on the level about the Countess?
Of course, I think it was the summer before I met you. Tamburini was looking for some girls to work the audience. You know, pull things out of women's purses. It was always good for a laugh.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Anyway, I was in the act when she came. I told her the routine.
You know, you could do me a favor. Let's have dinner, we'll talk it over.
Oh, I want to compliment you on a delicious dinner, Mr. Walker.
Oh, thank you.
I've eaten all over the world, and I think that's probably the most enjoyable meal I've ever had.
Oh, I think it'll be nice having our coffee out here on the terrace. Incidentally, I have some excellent brandy. Wonderful.
The island of Orphalese
If
is
you give me a few moments
from
to
a
repair
book
the
called The
ravages of
Prophets,
What about you, Kitty?
Kathy and I are going to take a walk.
and
Yes,
it
it's a
is
beautiful
by
Excuse me.
Khalil Gibran.
We've been
We'll
here
never
for
get these
hours
others.
now.
Yeah, same.
When are we going to get down to
I'm
business?
just trying to fill in some so that I can hopefully get some of the others, but I do just kind of keep needing to look them up. 23 down, West African capital on the Gulf of Guinea.
Why, they're so terrible. For a moment, I thought you were someone I knew. But then I realized how stupid that was of me because the girl that I
25
knew...
across, prankster from Brazilian folklore.
I'll see you later. Yes, dear.
Probably shouldn't drink that coffee. Keep me awake nights.
You must have taught her the routine.
Is that what you wanted? Looks like Egyptian hieroglyphics to me.
Well, it's a love letter I wrote to a mother
Saki.
once. She's been holding it over my head.
S-A-C-I.
Will you excuse us, Mr. Porter? We have some business to discuss.
Oh, certainly, certainly. I'll just sit here and enjoy the desert air.
Yep, I was looking it up too, Jane.
You know, I'm kind of glad Gregory got tied up at the last minute.
Was he going to meet you here?
Yes, that's why I came down from Las Vegas. This is much better. Let's don't spoil it. I was thinking about everything.
Including Greg?
Everything and everybody.
And the West African capital is Accra.
Well, aren't you coming in?
I told you I had some unfinished business.
Oh, but can't
Which
it
just
wait
leaves this
tomorrow?
one other thing to probably also look up, unfortunately. Endangered
Now, hold it, Carrington. You
Vanuatan.
know very well it wasn't all my fault. After all, you didn't have to go and enlist. You could have waited till they drafted you.
You have things all figured out, haven't you?
But of course. Oh, I just love it here. Please.
Well, how nice.
Where's everybody?
Oh, Claude and Mr. Walker are going to talk over some business. You've known Mr. Walker for some time, haven't you?
Yes, I met him in Cairo several years ago.
Really? Very forceful man, Mr. Walker.
Does it have the answers in the back? That's a very, very good question.
Oh, I just think his nervousness is due to more than the war.
These things
I
usually
like to see
do.
Claude get mixed up with the wrong people.
You mean Mr. Walker?
Wish it weren't so hard to get
Something
to
going
the
on.
back of the book.
I don't like what happened to Kathy this afternoon.
No, I don't either. It's getting
See
chilly.
the sights.
I think
I
get
can't.
right.
They're unclear.
Don't get up.
Listen, Claude, there's no use trying to high pressure me. I'm not ready to do business yet. When I am, you'll know about it.
There's the Mars
If
article.
you want to do it, it's going to be tonight.
Well, what's the rush?
You know what the rush is. I need money. And
Nope,
if you're not willing
nope, that's
to
the
do it,
last page.
I know someone who is. As a matter of fact, he's waiting for me in Las Vegas now.
I don't invest $250,000 without considering every angle.
You'll never get it any cheaper.
No.
Jen, I appreciate the way you feel about me, but well, I just don't
Looking
intend
at
to have you
Vanuatu
routine my life.
languages.
It'd be a lot better off if I routine.
Apparently there's a lot of
good-for-nothing
them.
brother of yours.
Jen,
And he's not the only one. That woman who calls herself a countess, Porter. And as for Walker, I wouldn't trust him as far as I could see him.
Jen, I will not have you insulting my friends.
But it's quite
This
all
one's
right
only
for that
supposed to be
uncouth
3
pilot character to
letters.
insult me. Ex-wives trailing him while he's drooling over the countess. And you,
I'm sure Mr. Carrington's private life is no concern of mine. Hello? Where's Claude?
we just left. He said he was going back into the hotel. Are we ready to do business?
I guess so.
Have you the document with you?
Have you the,
Well?
Why, the little...
Actually, I'm having a real hard time finding this one, even looking it up.
You're a silly goose. You need someone to look after you.
And you've appointed yourself my custodian.
Aura, aura, aura. Is that it?
You know if anyone...
That's perfect, if so.
Jen, stop!
Does that fit with 29 down?
You heard what the lady said.
Ancient city that was once coastal,
It
but
seems
now
to me you're always
inland.
butting in where you don't
Yeah.
want it.
Yeah, I didn't see the welcome mat roll
You don't
out
know.
for
You know what?
Carrington, I only know one way to deal with you.
I don't know either. And apparently the internet doesn't either. So it's a correct for us. There we go. We did it. Now, get this away from me. Okay, now this guy's in a pool.
You'll pay for this, Carrington.
I'm not usually the Sir Galahad type.
Alright, so
You'd be giving away an awful lot of weight.
I'm gonna grab a sleeping pill.
You've had a busy evening, haven't you? What with the countess, me, ex-wives popping up.
Oh, Irene.
Flush it down with my endless
Lately I've been wondering
last
whether I
sip
ever
of
really
ginger
was.
ale.
So now I thought so.
How long has it been since you've seen her?
About 4 years. She divorced me while I was overseas.
Oh, that's terrible. When I get married, it will be for keeps.
I do want to put my bag away, but I can't get down under there because of what's going on here.
Make sure I loved him before I married him.
So
That lets Jan out, doesn't it?
let's close that up
He knows I don't love him.
and lay back as much as I can without being able to get to my share button.
Shall we go in?
No, thanks. I think I'll stay outside a while and smoke a cigarette.
Then I'll say good evening. It was very nice talking with you, Mr. Carrington.
Would have been nicer if she said Hobie. I've been noticing this ring. It's very interesting. Family crest?
No, it was Claude's. He brought it back from the Orient, and when he got home, he had it cut down and gave it to me. There's quite an Oriental legend connected with it, though.
Really? You must tell me about it sometime.
I will. But first I must find out what it is from Claude. He hasn't told me yet. Good night, Hobie.
Good night.
One last try at calling for service. Nope. No, it did that thing again. There we go. Took a pill, right? Yeah. Yep. Can I put this back, please? There we go. Thought it'd knock me out. Well, it might need a little bit of time. Gotta let it work.
As I remember, you take one lump.
No, now it's 2 lumps. Oh, thanks. Hey, what happened?
Well, I found you lying out on the terrace last night. When you sent my key up to me, I decided I wanted to have a little talk with you. But when
If it doesn't work
found you, you
immediately,
were
I
in
think
no
you're supposed to take a
condition
bunch
talk.
more. Well,
Get me up here.
I bribed the bellboy.
I can't
told her
argue
you
with
were
that
drunk.
logic.
Say, what's going on, Hobie?
Yeah, I wish I knew.
Did it have something to do with that letter?
How do you like that? It's gone again. Well, I've got to get back to the room. Thanks for the use of the hall.
JK, oh no, I already did. Well, it's only 2 of them, it's fine.
Me.
I've been waiting for you. Surprised you weren't in your room. What happened to you?
Somebody rapped me on the head.
What, again?
Yeah.
Listen, Hobie. I've got to leave. That's why I wanted to see you. From now on, keep your eyes and your ears open, will you? And stay on your feet. I want to know what's happening.
Look, Donovan, I wish you could fix it so I could stay on my feet. I might be able to tell you what's happening. But I can't see very well when I'm lying flat on my back.
Well, you better get downstairs. The sheriff wants to see you.
The sheriff?
Yes. Murder investigation. Walker was killed
Hope I'm
last
actually
night,
able
stabbed
to
death.
sleep without
I gotta leave.
Hey,
bringing
whose
my
side are you
chair
on?
back.
The medical examination shows that Walker was killed between 11 and 12 last night. You all admit you weren't in your rooms, but yet not one of you can prove where you've been.
I was on the veranda if anyone cared to look.
Trying to trick it
Yeah,
into
I
closing.
know.
Nah.
I've got to get back to that wet suit, Mr. Van Bush. After all, Walker was found in the rock pool. Yeah, but I fell in the swimming pool.
That's right, Sheriff. Mr. Van Bush...
Whoops. Oh no, that was not my intent. Where were we? Alright, well, that's fast forwarding. I'm going to take another trip to the bathroom. Oh, it won't let me go to the bathroom because I have to put this away. Oh, I have to take my seatbelt off. Maybe that's actually what it wants. Oh, now I can't go. Now someone's in it. Man, this is fast forwarding in small bursts. Alright, well, I mean, we're at the plane bit, at least. Alright, the masks are on. I am not at all going to remember where we were. Oh, we got shirtless. Okay. Okay. Some fast tie-tying. Remember seeing that bit. Once we see the guy get in the pool, or fall in the pool, or whatever happens, that's close enough. We're getting pretty close, actually. And why won't... Someone's been in the bathroom for a while. For a place called Nowhere, it sure seems to have a lot going on. Alright, so there's a pool. Is this guy about to end up in it? Okay, he went for a kiss, he got punched in. And I'm going to say this is good enough.
You've really had a busy evening, haven't you? What with the Countess, me, ex-wives popping up.
Oh, Irene.
Please, let me go to the bathroom.
Lately, I've been wondering whether I ever really was in love with her. Up to now, I thought so.
How long has it been since you've seen her?
About 4 years. She divorced me while I was overseas.
Oh, that's terrible. When I get married, it will be for keeps.
You look like the type that would.
Of course, I'd make sure I loved him before I married him.
That lets Jan out, doesn't it?
Oh, he knows I don't
Being
love
stuck
him.
is making claustrophobic. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, that's the flight experience for sure.
No, thanks. I think I'll stay outside a while and smoke a cigarette.
Then I'll say good evening. It was very nice talking with you, Mr. Carrington.
It would have been nicer if she said Hobie. I've been noticing
Watching
his
that
ring.
bathroom
It's very interesting.
thing.
Family crest?
No,
Maybe I should put my seatbelt back on for now.
When he got home, he had it cut down and gave it to me. There's quite an Oriental legend connected with it, though.
Really? You must tell me about it sometime.
I will. But first I must find out what it is from Claude. He hasn't told
I
me.
forgot there might be racism.
Good night, Hobie.
Good night.
Not that that necessarily was, but it made me think there might be. I never actually checked the volume of this. Turns out it is all the way up. Come on, are you serious? Can I go to a different lavatory? Good action abduction scenes. Is he face first in water? If so, he's dead. Yep. I feel like we're watching a silent film. There's no reactions to any of these bits. So that's it then, just no bathroom break, eh? Guess I should have given that drink back when I had the opportunity.
No, now it's 2 lumps. Oh, thanks. Hey, what happened?
Oh, this is where we were. Now I remember. The 2 lumps joke.
I decided I wanted to have a little talk with you. But when I found you...
Oops. Oh, come on.
Did it have something to do with that letter?
How do you like that? It's gone again. Well, I've got to get back to the room. Thanks for the use of the hall.
Don't thank me.
I've been waiting for you. Surprised you weren't in your room. What happened to you?
Somebody rapped me on the head.
What, again?
Yeah.
Listen, Hobie. I've got to leave. That's why I wanted to see you. From now on, keep your eyes and your ears open, will you? And stay on your feet. I want to know what's happening.
Look, Donovan, I wish you could fix it so I could stay on my feet. I might be able to tell you what's happening. But I can't see very well when I'm lying flat on my back.
Well, you better get downstairs.
I want to either go to sleep or go to the bathroom.
Yes. Murder
I
investigation.
took 2 sleeping pills.
Walker was killed last night. Stabbed.
Gonna take some more.
I gotta leave.
Hey, whose side are you on?
The medical examination shows that Walker was killed between 11 and 12 last night. You all admit you weren't in your rooms, but yet not one of you can prove where you've been.
I was on the veranda if anyone cared to look.
Take 10 more.
Yeah, I know. I've got to get back to that wet suit, Mr. Van Bush. After all, Walker was found in the rock pool.
Yeah, but I fell in the swimming pool.
That's right, Sheriff. Mr. Van Bush stumbled. Oh, Mr. Carrington can verify that. Can't you, Hobie?
Mr. Kerrigan, I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're glad. Now, what do you want to see me about?
We'll get back to that. By the way, you weren't in your room all night. Where were you?
Well, I was,
He was with me. You see, Mr. Carrington and I used to be married. We were talking about a reconciliation.
Excuse me, I'll get that. Hello?
This guy looks
Yes,
a bit like
it's
Barney
Sheriff
Fife.
Fine. You have? They'll be interested to know that. Bye.
Oh, there we go. That's all my
Well,
sleeping
we'll have to detain you
pills.
folks any longer. They found the murderer.
Oh, well, I can get dressed. Who was it?
The fellow been bothering Walker ever since he's been here for money. He signed a confession.
Oh, let's find that stuff. Excuse me.
Mr. Carrington, will you get the plane ready right away? We are leaving for Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yes. You could expect me to stay after what happened to poor Tom Walker.
You know, you had a narrow escape up there on the veranda.
Why, what do you mean?
I got hit on the head again.
By the way, something very valuable was taken from me last night.
Oh, really?
And I stop at nothing to get it back.
You know, Countess, if I were you, I wouldn't trust myself up in a plane with me.
Why not?
Because I'm tired of getting hit on the head all the time.
Well, Carrigan, I understand we're leaving. It's a good thing, too, after what happened to that poor chap Walker.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of nice things about Las Vegas. Rather anxious to see them.
Reading often helps me sleep.
Yes.
What did I bring with me? Against the Grain.
Oh, just a
By
minute, Carrigan.
Joris Karl
I
Weissman.
I got quite a collection of these labels.
Signing off. Good luck on the flight. All right,
Some very valuable
Kazuka.
ones here,
Thanks for joining us. I'm probably gonna end
Exeter
up
in London, completely demolished during the war.
giving up
There's,
on sleep
Singapore,
soon.
There's Shepherd's Hotel in Cairo, Shanghai.
Free
Oh,
library.
here's a fun little place in Japan. I bet you've never even heard of it. I can't even make it out myself.
It's Asabi, home of the Cherry Festival.
That's pretty good. You must have flown in the Orient.
Yeah. Well, let's get going.
Hobie! Hobie! You simply got to take me to Las Vegas with you. I can't stand this place another minute.
I'm afraid that's out of
I'll even help pilot. Oh, don't have to look so smug about it. I always could fly as well as you. My license is right up to date.
I'm sorry, Irene, but the plane is chartered.
It's quite all right, Miss Edison. Thank you.
Okay. Excuse me.
Wait, are we on the flight to nowhere now? Oh, the bathroom's open. Hold on. Pause this. My seatbelt off. Please let me. Okay. I could call a flight attendant from here and ask them to take my dealie. Alright, well. Let's grab a tissue. Oh, well, I can't get that anymore. Alright. Whoops, well, too late. Oh no, it didn't get me unstuck. I just want to get to my seat back button. Alright, well, you know, I think
By the way, Mr. Carrington, I
I'm probably just too distracted by streaming. It's not like I'm going to be able to sleep, and I don't really want to fall asleep with the stream running anyway.
I wouldn't believe it.
So maybe I should just sign off
All
for
right,
now.
Carrington, what's your price?
Try and clear my mind, get sleep.
That might be your racket, but it's not mine.
Why, you insulting little...
But thanks for being here, folks. Sorry about the
I'm tired of being
unconventional
pushed around by you and
stream.
your
I'll be
playmates.
back with,
You can take a commercial plane from here.
Oh, thanks, Jane.
I'm leaving.
I'll be back with, actual gameplay, as usual, on Sunday.
We made a bargain with Carrington, and he won't go until he's dismissed.
Sunday back with Bug Snacks, and then I don't know what next Wednesday. I've decided that I'm not excited at the moment to continue playing The Escapist. I do really like that game. I just kind of lost interest to stream it, I should say. So I'm gonna figure out something else for Wednesdays, or just do some random one-off games here and there.
There's not enough room in this whole town for
But,
that bunch of Mr. Carrington?
But yeah.
Thanks.
Come on back Sunday for Bug Snacks, and next Wednesday for whatever happens. We'll see. That will do it for today.